Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I am really glad to see a lot of people today who are joining us via Zoom. And I think I'm hearing echo. Okay, I'm glad that I'm seeing a lot of people via Zoom. And also, we are also live today via our Facebook page. That's the ICT Cybersecurity Facebook page, and also the DICT Facebook page, as well as our regional offices. So, if you're in the provinces, you can access actually the DICT regional pages. We are live also on their pages. So, by the way, I'm Fleur Nadwa, and I'll be your host for today. And I'm joined by.
Hi, my name is Ken Po. I will be co-hosting today's webinar with Ms. Fleur.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our webinar entitled Achievement Unlocked, Fun plus Security Online.
So today we join the rest of the world in celebrating Safer Internet Day for children. Over the years, Safer Internet Day has become a landmark event in the online safety calendar. This initiative started in 2004. And over the past few years, the DICT has participated in championing its advocacy. Today, Ms. Fleur will be expounding further what this year's theme and topic will be about. Ms. Fleur, take it away.
Yeah, actually, we are celebrating together with 200 more countries. No, we're not just celebrating it here in the Philippines. It's actually a global celebration. And together with 200 countries, we are celebrating the Safer Internet Day for our children, emphasizing the need to actually protect our children, especially when they are online. And this year's global theme is all fun and games, exploring respect and relationships online. Ang ganda, di ba? Ang ganda because it actually zeroes in on having fun while you're on the internet. Kahit alam mong dangerous sa internet, no? Having fun while also, cultivating respect and growing our relationships with people that we meet online. And this is especially for our children. And we have a lineup of really good speakers today and really good topics. So abangan niyo po yan, no? Abangan niyo yan today.
Thank you, Ms. Fleur, for that introduction. So before we get excited, let's all be solemn for a moment. First, we will have our prayer and national anthem.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فقال ربكم ادعوني أستجب لكم آمين يا رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين اللهم اجمع شمل المسلمين والكريستيان والأمم في مدينة دباو وسلم دائما مجتمعنا هذا بالسلم والأمن والتقدم في بلدنا هذا آمين يا رب العالمين ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على خير خلقه سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين يا رب العالمين.
In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you today to praise and worship you and give you thanks for all the things you continue to provide for ourselves and our families. Father, we humbly ask for forgiveness for all the times we have offended you, when we forget to acknowledge your presence in the image of our brothers and sisters, and for moments we fail to be good stewards of the blessings you have given us. Continue to guide and protect each one of us, Lord, that we may always walk in the light of your everlasting love and mercy. Grant us, Father, with your comfort in times of distress and with your strength in times of weakness. Bestow upon us your unending grace and healing, that we may in turn become instruments of gentleness and compassion to others. We ask all this in the name of your Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, with the prayer and the intercession of our Blessed Mother. Amen.
Manama, mawantog ka. Warag po ko ilingkoy ko. O Diyos, kahibulungan ka. Busa ikaw lang ang simbahon ko. Busa ikaw lang ang alagaran ko.
Good afternoon, everyone, once again. So thank you again for attending. So I just checked and we're at maximum capacity of 300 people for our Zoom account. But you can still join us in the Facebook Live. So please ask your friends, your parents to come join. So we have very fun topic today. So before we proceed, we have some house rules.
Yeah, before we proceed with the house rules, Ken, I'd like to tell them I'm actually the bearer of good news for everyone. So, although we are already full in the Zoom room, everybody who attends this, who are attending this webinar, would be able to receive their own e-certificates, okay? So, towards the end of, kailangan nyo mag-antay, no? Sa bandang dulo ng ating webinar, we will be posting the link of the attendance. Okay? And that would be our basis for the e-certificate. So that's why you have to listen and wait until almost the end of our webinar para ma-access ninyo ang ating attendance sheet. And he proposed namin yan, not just in our Zoom room, but also those in our Facebook pages. Okay, so ipopost din namin siya sa mga nanonood live via Facebook. We are also posting it. We're going to post it dun sa comment section. So bantayan nyo siya para maisulat ninyo ang mga pangalan ninyo sa attendance at magkaroon kayo ng e-certificates. Okay? So tandaan niyo yan ha. So ngayon, we cannot accept anyone anymore in our Zoom room kahit nakapag-register po kayo because we could actually accommodate only 300 and yung registrants natin umabot actually na around 700, 800. So we are sorry about that, but you can watch us live via Facebook sa DICT Facebook page, DICT Cybersecurity Facebook page. We also have other regional offices ng ating DICT Cybersecurity. We can watch us over there, and we will be posting the attendance sheet, the attendance link later. And a reminder lang po ha, the attendance link would only be good until the end of our live. So pag hindi nyo siya na-access, i-erase na namin yung link. Okay? So be very vigilant. So para pag nag-post na kami ng link, maisulat nyo kaagad ang names niya. Okay, so for some reminders, house rules natin for this webinar.
Right, so thanks for, so a few reminders before we start. Kindly rename yourselves to the following naming conventions: organization, full name, so we properly recognize you. Second, the microphones of the participants shall be muted during the event as to not distract the presentations. Kindly use the raise hand button so the moderator can acknowledge you to speak. You may use the chat for any questions. This event will also be recorded for the purposes of documentation. And for concerns and queries, you may message the members of the organizing group through the chat box. And again, as Ms. Fleur said, for those who are asking in the comments, yes, there is a certificate, but we ask you to engage with us first. Thank you.
Yes, and also for your questions, please hold on to your questions hanggang sa end din ng ating session because we're only going to open the Q&A session after the second speaker. Okay, to officially open our webinar for today is our director for cybersecurity. He is a very passionate advocate as well, not just of cybersecurity in general. I think baka familiar na din siya sa inyo because he has been attending and he has been grazing a lot of our webinars on cybersecurity dito sa ating page, no? And he's also very passionate about the protection of children online, precisely because he's also a father himself. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our Director for Cybersecurity, Engineer Jose Carlos P. Reyes. Sir, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Thank you very much, Ken and Fleur. You are a good tandem at this. Actually, for everybody's information, it's a blessing of fire for our facilitators right now, especially Ken. At any rate, a secured, safe, and pleasant afternoon to everyone, and welcome to our webinar for this year's Safer Internet Day for Children, entitled Achievement Unlocked: Fun plus Security Online. Before anything else, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of our partners from Facebook and Digital Tayo, and other relevant agencies who have been constantly partnering with us in our cybersecurity awareness campaigns and efforts. Colleagues from the DICT, colleagues from the government, fellow civil servants, and everyone who have showed interest in our activity today. Your Department of Information and Communications Technology recognizes the ever-growing shift to the digital landscape, where our everyday activities are now done online. Given this new avenue for work, learning, and exploration, one must ask, how do I protect myself and my children in this environment? Given all the exposure and ease of access to information, volumes of information, that is. And more importantly, how do we teach the next generation, our children, to protect themselves in cyberspace? Social media, video games, YouTube channels, among others. These are what come to mind when we think about the activities that our children engage in when they go online. The allure and access of the internet at their fingertips. the unprecedented amount of online consumption, and the type of appropriate content are just a few of the numerous things our children do not have time to process when they click that link. As parents or guardians to their formative years, it's our role and responsibility, both us in the government and as parents, to safeguard and regulate their journey in the online space. Today, we join the rest of the world in celebrating the Safer Internet Day for Children. Every year, we and other advocates of a safer cyberspace for children in approximately 200 countries have been doing activities like today's that tackle issues like cyberbullying, to social networking, to digital identity. This is to raise the awareness of Filipinos on emerging online issues and current cyber concerns. Your DICT has always been very vocal and active in our trust to make cyberspace safe for every Filipino, especially the young ones who are the most vulnerable from the ill minds of online predators. But we do not want this protection to sacrifice the fun and the immense benefit of the internet and the digital world. This is embodied in the theme of this year's Safer Internet Day for Children, which is all fun and games, exploring respect and relationships online. So today, please join us as our speakers, distinguished speakers that is, discuss how our children should be interacting online and behave in the relationships that will form on social media, and how to respect fellow users, and how, as we, parents and guardians, can maximize the security afforded our internet servers and the programs and applications that we have installed in our gadgets, computers, tablets, and cell phones. All this without giving up on the fun part that we can get from being online. On behalf of the DICT Cybersecurity Bureau, I have the honor to welcome everyone to our Cybersecurity Awareness webinar. We hope that you all have a great learning experience. Again, a safe, secured, and pleasant afternoon with both online and offline participants. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Director Caloy, for that wonderful opening remarks. So final reminders before we continue. Reminder to one, be muted. Rename your names so we can properly acknowledge you. Any questions you send to the chat box will be addressed at the end of the Q&A. And so we'll be moving on to our first speaker today. For some of you who are constantly joining our streams, he may be familiar to you. He is Engineer Rogelio Tiglao, and he will be talking about parental controls. So Engineer Rogelio Tiglao is an infrastructure technology and business application developer. He is currently the highly technical consultant of the DICT Cybersecurity Bureau, helping guide the organization's IT initiatives, both application and infrastructure. Engineer Tiglao has done IT consulting since 2005 of our government and private institutions, both here and abroad. He has a broad IT development experience with a strong passion for creating business software, innovations, and solutions. He is the former chapter governor of the IECEP Pampanga year 2014 to 2015. He has held several key leadership roles since 2003. He's earned his bachelor's degree in electronics and communications engineering from the Holy Angel University. So without further ado, I will leave the floor to Mr. Rogelio Tiglao. Engineer will be giving us his lecture today on parental controls. Engineer Rogelio, go ahead.
Good afternoon to all. Ken, can I ask for screen share? Okay, let me know if you can see my screen now.
Yes, Engineer Tiglao, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to all. Yes, right now, what I'll be discussing right now is the digital parenting router or digital parenting. This is mostly a technical on how we will be able to secure our router or the ISP modem that our entry level, and this is the one that we need to secure to have a proper way to achieve a digital parenting. Now, with the internet touching practically is every aspect of kids' life, keeping them from safe online is a growing concern. For us as parents, I have 3 kids right now. Parents control router are growing and popular as easy to install solutions. And at the same time, it's very stress-free, especially in achieving a digital parenting at home. What I'll be discussing is mostly the different way a parents control router, work and guide, and how to protect our children in the internet usage. First is the age and appropriate content. We need to check how can we be able to prevent access to specific websites to limit our kids in exposure or explicit and inappropriate contents. Example, even YouTube, okay, or Facebook is having hard time this one. They're not able to know if the user or the one who's viewing, is it really a kid, an adult, or what is the age group? As a parents, we need to allow some rules to create a safer internet. Browsing, restricting contents from the category like the games, violence, and adult content. Before, it is like we block the URL, but there's the website itself, the name. But now, even the content in the middle of the video, there's some explicit inserted video or explicit word that's not appropriate to our kids. And that's the one that we need to block and check what are the content. Okay. Second is to manage screen time. Children right now are much more enthusiastic in the screen. They rather go to the screen, cell phone, or mobile rather than doing a physical job, physical work, or physical activities. Mostly right now, kids started at 3 years old or less. And usually they spend more than 6 hours a day staring at the devices. Internet can be enriching and educational resources to our kids. There are a lot of studies and articles, but there are also some negative effect on having a too much screen time, which can have a harmful consequence in the development of our kids. As a parent, we need to control the router. We need our router or the devices that connect in our internet can post internet at any given time, especially before the bedtime or having a lunch or dinner or snacks. They need to focus on what they are doing. Example, having dinner or lunch without any devices on the table during the lunch. Or playing outside without any devices and focus on their physical activities. And mostly interfering in their sleep, which is sometimes we leave the devices and then we let them to sit or be side in their bed, the devices, which can be also interfere in their sleep. They rather spend time in the screen in the mobile rather than having sleep. Third one is to protect against strangers. Remember, ito nagkakaroon sila ng virtual friends. And we don't know them. We don't know them, what is their character, what is their attitude, and we don't know them physically. Because they might be virtual and they're pretending to be a kid, okay, just to get some information about us as a parent. It is also one of the affected on some of the mga kids kasi ngayon, it's get easily manipulated. Let's admit, children can be connected stranger online. Unlike in the physical world, many parents don't know whose their children have contact in the digital world. That's why I encourage that to install a parental control in the router or activate the parental control in their devices so that we can able to monitor what content, what word, and at the same time, what kind of video that our kids is seeing, what word that they hear. This way, we also protect against speaking with any way of our personal information to the strangers. Okay. That's what happened, especially in our data privacy. Personal information, they can easily get from our children. Sa nag-graduate ng parents, so ano yung mo? He will provide it because kids does not know what is the importance of those informations. Even they can even share the password of the computer or the devices. Even your mobile number. Mga bata nga magaling na. Fourth one is protect against the harmful of digital activity. Cyberbullying is number one. Children are unaware that what they are commenting is already considered as cyberbullying. At some point in our life, or oftentimes, we are very reluctant. As a kid before, we are very reluctant to tell to our parents, to my parents, that I'm facing a problem in the school, that I'm in the bullying. But now, that is a school lang. That is a isang community lang. Or sa isang place lang. Ngayon, even you don't know that person, you are not connected on that person. Nakiki-bully na rin sila. And even other countries, nakikita nila. And we don't know that our kids is already affected with cyberbullying. Cyberbullying sometimes can be also equipped some intelligence or artificial intelligence technology. Okay? Ito rin yun yung mga iba na kung minsan akala natin the one that's bullying that person is a real person, but in telefront, sometimes they're artificial intelligence. Nag-evolve ang mga bully. For what? To become them famous. The more like they have, the more sikat sila. And usually, cyberbullying can be also self-harm. It can also be drugs, which parents need to be alerted when this kind of activity. That's why there are some applications, some technology that scan all the activities of the kids using the devices, okay? Content about bullying, some harmful words, okay? At nakikita niya lahat to yung parents sa kanyang devices. Kung ano ang ginagawa ng kids yung kanyang anak. Now, what is the best network router? What do I need to consider to have or to select a best router? Or do I need to buy ng router, a separate router, router, aside dun sa router, ISP yung provide sa akin. Okay, let's see here. You need to select the devices that make sense to us. What are the needs? Why do I need to have a different router or a separate router? Or does the ISP router that provided has this kind of features that I want? What are the things that I need to secure? Okay. Does the router has the parent control mechanism? Does it has a filtering, or does it has a artificial intelligence to monitor all the activities of my kids or my mother? You need to tell me what kind of features that you need to priority to make it beneficial to your family. Always remember, the basic, ang kunin nyo. If you will be rated to 1 to 10, you'll be having hard time in getting a best router. Set only the best features that you want. Pick a router which is very accessibility. There are a lot of kind of accessibility. Okay. Remember, we have some kids right now that are very parang shadows lang techy. Because you can able to see them in online video how to set up router, how to hack router, or how the VPN works to able to unlock or bypass the filtering of your router. Remember in the school, lahat yata, when I was student, before, kasi when I was student, hindi pa ganun kasikat ang internet. Mostly noon mga installer. And most of my classmates, we are exchanging OS or something application that's licensed at meron silang serial key. At yun ang pinagpapalit. Ngayon hindi. It's like, right now, if you know the Encanto, I try to check it in the YouTube. It's black or it's fake. In the Netflix, hindi pa siya. But there are some kids knows saan site mong pwedeng makita ito for free without paying. Go to the school and ask the kids, and they will provide you what are the sites or URL. This is one of the examples. Kids right now are very talented right now. They will try to find way, okay, just to get information or to hack the router that's set by the parents. Okay, that's why pick a parent control router with accessibility that you can able to customize settings based on your child, based on your kids, especially when they are growing up and maturing. You need to manage what kind of rules based on their maturity. And at the same time, based on the devices that they are handling. Okay? At the same time, you need to know, okay, not just you put the router there, may Wi-Fi na, may internet, okay na. Check what are the settings. Most of us right now, parents, are working at home. It might happen that the bandwidth, because your kid knows how to configure your router, or it has a features that that the teachers can able to manage and provide you na ikaw yung parents, ikaw pa yung nakikihati. Ikaw pa yung mas mababa pa yung speed. Pero yung anak mo, dahil alam niya yung configure yung router, mas binigyan niya ng priority yung kanyang devices kaysa sa'yo. You need to have one step ahead. Kids are very talented, as I said. How to set up a parental control on your network? This is the 5 pillars that I'm discussing. As I said, check the features of your router. Check all the checklists. Ano yung appropriate sa akin dito? Internet right now, you check the brand, the model that ISP provided to you. What kind of features does the router have? Okay. Remember, as we grow more reliant to our digital devices to work, play, and connect to the world. So with our kids, digital parenting is just not a theory anymore. Okay? It is a reality to anyone with children. Me as a parent, who spend time most of my day in online, working at home. What kind of recommendations, diba? Ano ba yung makikita ko? Ano ba dapat ang feature checklist ko? Remember, not just only a router level or an entry level. Na, as I said, basta nakapag-connect na ako ng internet at may wifi na ako, pwede na, hindi na. Okay na yan. Nice na. Hindi, parang, basta binihisa ko ng anak ko, pinakain ko na, okay na yan. Hindi po ba siya gano'n? It's like what we need to mold. It's like we are molding our kids, same also what we are also molding our router. Para at least mas madali ang pagpaparental natin, ang control natin sa mga natin. What kind of equip ba to have a parental control? Do I need to block the URL or just the content? It's like a book. Okay? A book is like a website. Okay? But inside of the book, there's an appropriate video, features or images that are not appropriate to our kids. Ano ba dapat ang ibablock ko? Yung libro o yung content mismo sa loob ng libro? Which is the image, audio, video. Okay? Or the article itself. Does my router have that kind of tool to block those content? Or while I'm reading the website, suddenly I go to the next page and then suddenly it blocked because there's an appropriate content that it's not applicable to my kids or to myself accessing to my device. Does it has that kind of features? You need to check what kind of features do you need or what kind of features does your ISP router you have right now in place. Always keep in mind, there are some router right now have a limited default parental control. While others have the bare bone, means ito yung highly, sasabihin, meron siyang group for teenager, infant, toddler, kids, at the same time, young adults, and then parents. Yun yung mga default settings ng mga router. Yun. Here some are bare bone. Bare bone means you are the one who will set up everything. Okay? That my kids is watching YouTube, but it can only watch one channel. Can I set that one? Yes, you can set it. Unlike with the nakatikahon, is like YouTube and then black sasabihin lang for kids lang. So there are some for kids na isaset nila category for kids, pero may mga ibang content sa category na yun, yung illegal or inappropriate. May ganun na hindi na-filter na maayos ng mga ibang content. Okay? Parental control setup. Are you ready to set up a network level parental control at your home? As I said, every product, every model or brand router that we have, that we buy, in case that we have a separate router and link our router to the ISP router, we need to check ano ba yung mga kailangan kong features dito. Why did I buy this one? Okay. What kind of control? What is features that I really need? Okay. Ano yung objective ko? Why do I need to have a control on my router? You need to establish your network. That's one. Set up with a password that only you knows it, not your kids. Kasi pag nalaman nila kung ano yung password ng router mo, they can also manipulate it. Baka bandang huli, na-box out ka. Ikaw pa yung nakikishare at ikaw pa sila yung nag-set ng password ng Wi-Fi, tapos ikaw inaalam ka sa kanila. Or you are asking a Wi-Fi. Instead, ikaw yung nag-a-administrate ng Wi-Fi. Another one, that one, is not just to protect the kids or protect us, it's also to protect against from hackers. If the ISP provided you a router, you need to change immediately a username and password so that in case that you are being compromised, you will not be easily affected. Okay. Kasi the entry level, parang yun yung parang padlock ng business. The username password of your router. I'm not talking about the password of your Wi-Fi. I'm talking the password, the username and password of your router. Yun yung gate entry level. Pag nakapasok mo yung magnanakaw or someone, is he can automatically go inside and manipulate or get anything inside of your router. This is the devices that are connected to your router. Always remember, change the password. Once you're able to change the password of your router, you are the one administrative, doing the administrative abilities to configure the router, setting the Wi-Fi name, yung pangalan ng Wi-Fi, at the same time, the password of the Wi-Fi. Or if it has a features, you can also set what or how much speed that they can have. So that in case you are working at home, okay, it's like I can have a bigger bandwidth than the other one. Kung nanonood siya ng YouTube, sa akin, and I'm having right now a conference using Zoom, hindi nalilimit yung bandwidth ko. Pero yung isa, yung my kids, is while watching YouTube, is nagbabuffer siya. Naghihintay pa siya mag-load. Kasi, pinagalang ko yung speed. I need to prioritize myself. Especially devices right now, there are some devices, okay, that we are not aware that they are already downloading or doing updates. No? Or our kids right now, while they are watching YouTube, there already another tab that downloading or nagbabuffer na siya para at least hindi na siya naghihintay. At multiple pa yung kanyang binabuffer ng mga video. Access control. Every router has a different way to access in the main panel from parental control, as I said. There are some products that have specific browser address where they can control everything. It's like mostly PLDT 192.168.1.1. Pupunta lang kayo doon sa URL nyo, sa Google Chrome or Internet Explorer, and then you can able to manipulate or configure your router. Check kung sino na pwede mo. Okay. And at the same time, you can also set what specific devices can connect to your router. Okay. Can I connect my mobile on the router just to control or configure the setups? Always check. Check if your router had the mobile application so that you can able to press that in case that you want or something that you're eating lunch during lunch or dinner and kids does not want to eat their lunch because they are very busy on watching movies in the YouTube or playing in their cell phone using Wi-Fi, you just press on your mobile apps and then post internet. So everyone that are connected on your router, mag-off agad lahat yung Wi-Fi na yun. Magpo-push on. And on your mobile apps, you just need to enable it again. That's another way to have a parental control on your router. Configurations, as I said, one of the best is have a knowledge in the configurations of your router. This is a team of features. You know the features, now you have your equipment or your router have this kind of features. But you need to learn. You need to know what kind of configuration do I need to set up. Okay. Nandiyan yung features pero hindi naman ginagamit. Sayang naman yung binayad mo. Does the features have the website to filter some contents? Or can I allocate a screen time on these devices that example, our kids are online school at the morning. In the afternoon, they can now play or watch devices on their devices. The question is, are they allowed to use their devices during the school, online school? Of course not. So you will need to set time or block the devices using this time. So kahit sikreto nilang kinuha yung mobile devices nila, and then kapag gusto sila nag-list, is they cannot able to use their devices because naka-block siya sa internet using your router. So does it have that features? At the same time, can I set up user profile on profile that every once the profile, example me as a parent or my wife, can he able to access or can she able to access this kind of site depending dun sa age nila ng group? Can I my toddler kid or an 8-year-old girl can access yung mga BTS? This question, can I configure that one? Does my router have that features? Accessing scheduling. This is the one of the configurations. If there's a time when can you reduce the screen time, it's like you cannot able to limit the devices. Hindi mo makuha yung cellphone or yung tablet. But pwede mo yung off yung kanilang internet. Ito yung ginagawa natin scheduling. Ito yung, you can only have internet during 3 to 5 or 4 to 5. After nun, mapuputin yung internet mo. That's the access scheduling. Okay. Browsing history. This is part of the monitoring. Browsing history is a very one. At night time, I will check all the browsing. Ito yung mga logs from the router. Ano yung mga in-access lahat ng mga anak ko? Ano yung tinignan nila? Ano yung mga ginawa nila? Does it have did they access some unrestricted website, restricted website, or indecent content? I check all the URL. I check it everything. And automatically, I will try to block them kung may inappropriate doon. Ito yung parang log sheet, in short. So, check ko yung mga notes. And then, kung anong kailangan ko, i-comment ko. Doon naman sa router, ito-block ko. Because here, I review all the websites, especially their reputations. Sa sobrang dami ng mga websites, sa sobrang dami ng content sa online, hindi na natin alam kung tama yun o hindi. Even in Facebook. In Facebook, I don't block the Facebook, but I block the content or some of the users. Okay? At the same time, I also able to check if there's some intrusions on my router. It might happen that I'm already affected with malware, or someone is already hacking, or I'm already affected a virus on my computers. Especially kids right now are unaware na click lang silang click, hindi nila alam na nakakapag-install na pala sila ng applications or malware. And so means I can able to secure my devices. Not just my work, my home, but also the devices that I'm using at work. Okay. Endpoint device control. This is the laptops, tablets, computers. I need to control them. It's like if my kids right now have their individual computers. Now, are they allowed to install? Are they allowed to uninstall applications? Are they allowed to enable or disable some of the features of the computers? No, because I provide them unlimited access that they cannot install any applications without my consent. Later, I will discuss how does it proper way ba? Paano kung nakikita yun? Okay? Router features checklist. Ito yung mga kailangan nyo tignan lagi. This is my recommendation. Is it single or dual band Wi-Fi? A single, usually right now, they have dual band. 2.5 gigahertz or 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. At the same time, you can have a multiple channel. Ano ba ang difference on why do I allow it? Okay, so that you can able to allocate a higher bandwidth for your work. Right now, 5 kilohertz, it's much more bigger bandwidth and high performance than the 2.4 connections. So, under school, computer, they are using the 2.4 gigahertz. Me, I'm using the 5 kilohertz. So, at the same time, because I need a much more higher performance or higher bandwidth, my work, I can enjoy it. So, sa kanila, limited lang, but hindi sila mahihirapan sa connections or hindi sila bababa. Always check that one. Is it single or dual band? And how many channels can I allocate? The channel is how many Wi-Fi name can I put on my router. I have my guests, I have my kids, I have my work, and I have for parents or for lola lolo. Second, the connection and resource share. Routers right now have the enabled network. User can share resources such as printers. Right now, they can also have the features of USB ports designed to plug in some external devices that they can share files. Or before the Netflix, you can have one storage and then you just put your hard drive that have some movies and on your network, on your router. And they can easily get some movies there and watch on the computer without the need of downloading that movie. Okay? Para siya naka-file sharing. Guest network, this is the most important. This is the one I always recommend. Some router can support guest networking, which is used to set up a special sections or the divisions on your home network. So that your friends or family members that are visiting on your house or your home can still enjoy internet, but or without snooping or able to see your computer inside of your home. Means sa separate. And at the same time, you can limit the bandwidth. Okay, you can only provide to them example, as long they can chat at the Facebook or Messenger, as long they can entertain voice, they don't need to download YouTube, they don't need to download applications or whatsoever. You're limiting it. They're just a visitor. Why do they need a higher bandwidth or higher speed? Parental controls and other restrictions. You need to verify, does it have this kind of features of your router? Do I need, what kind of features do I need? Can I block the website? Does it have the function to block websites? Or restrict access to internet of my kids? Or can I block some contents? Okay. Can I restrict the number of hours that my child can do online per day? If I provide to my kids a 2 hours internet for the whole day, and my kids doing is every 30 minutes rest for 1 hour, then another 30 minutes. If he consume it for a single morning, the 2 hours, he need to wait the following day. That just has, meron bang ganung features? Meron. May mga ganung router. The question is, do you need that kind of features? Second, can I have a console menu in setting up individually for each devices so that I can able to check and track the identity of all my devices connected on my router. Here, I can able to monitor and check what kind of behavior my kids is doing on their devices. Okay. So, you can able to see, okay, ano ba yung mga pinupunta ng anak ko? Ano ba yung binibisita niya? Oh, lagi BTS. Oh, eto, Backstreet Boys. Diba? Oh, eto, Bee Gees. All this pa lang anak ko. Gusto niya yung mga music ng pang-old, pang 60s or 70s or 80s. Or, eto, BTS. Kaya pala, eto pala yung kinakanta niya, hindi ko alam. So, you need to check it. Does it have that kind of features? Do I need that kind of features? Third, VPN servers and time. Is there ba kailangan pa VPN? Ano ba yung importance? Well, the importance of the VPN is that you can able to access your your router at home in case that you are outside of your home. Example, you are at the office and someone or accidentally walang internet o hindi makapasok yung isang computer, you can able to see what's problem. Or suddenly, tumawag ang misis mo or yung son sa bahay, Daddy, yung anak mo na-access niya yung ganitong website. So you can easily block it even at the office remotely. That's the important of VPN. You're able to access your router at the office using the VPN that you set up. The Wi-Fi protected setup. This is a concept of Wi-Fi protected setup. Home network, especially their security settings, can be error prone to set up. So anything that is or your router has been compromised by malware and change na lahat ng configuration, everything. You just do a hardware resets. And at the same time, the Wi-Fi protected setup will provide you a push button method and provide a special identification number so that you can able to reconfigure and regain your access on your router. Ito laging tignan nyo. Meron bang ganito? Ang feature ng router nyo. Now, the most important is the firmware. Does my firmware do update regularly? Or in case na meron siyang loopholes or some vulnerability yung router na binili ko, pwede ba niyang kagad ma-repair at maayos to? Remember, at home, we're not just protecting the kids, we are also protecting us. Especially right now, we are accessing our mobile through our phones. From the phones, we are accessing the mobiles, our banking, through our mobile, and then through our internet. So if our router is not secured and have the vulnerability and no updates, pwede nakikita natin yun. First, okay, that's why there are some, okay, they are buying a router that sophisticated or medyo maganda yung features. First, mas maraming features na gusto mo, mas nagiging mahal yun. But these sevens that I provided, the sevens router checklist I provide, is this the basic that you need to check? Okay, whatever the brand, whatever the model, check nyo kung ito ba ay meron sa features. Kung router na pinili ko. Now, in the parental and control configuration, ito ang kailangan tingnan. Okay, ito yan. First, limit the internet time. That's my features once I configure the parental control on my router. Does it have the internet time that I can limit the devices or my kids? Or can I have scheduling time on specific devices? Or choose the laptop of my kids or a gaming console to disconnect the internet starting at 8 p.m. up to 5 a.m. of the morning? Can I restrict the websites? Does it have that kind of configurations? As I said, aside that you are blocking the websites in the Libro, you also try to block any content in the Libro. This is also the part of the content of the website. Remember, there are some good websites that are not, once you visit the website, pambata. Pero pag tinignan mo na sa loob, merong okay. And at the time, hindi mo naman lagi tinitingnan yan. Yan na hindi mo naman wanted. So let the router do their part. Kung makakabawas yun ng 5 or 10% sa time of filtering, get that kind of router. And especially if you want to restrict that, those adult websites. Yeah. Post Wi-Fi. What is the post Wi-Fi? If you are looking or to keep distraction at a minimum, especially during the dinner time, lunch time, or playing time, in a specific schedule or restricting, or one button in your mobile apps that automatically turn off all devices that are enrolled on the post internet, automatically walang internet yung mga devices. Okay? Lahat ng devices na in-enroll mo, lahat yon walang internet, one post away on your mobile. Always check that one. Do you need that kind of features? Yes, let's look for a router similar to this. Now, monitoring, as I said, browsing history. Browsing history, as I said, you need to check what kind, and you need to analyze what kind of browsing or ano yung mga website na pinuntahan. Ano yung mga pinost nila. Nakikita ba lahat to? Meron bang ganun na router? Yes, meron po. Ano lahat yung mga website na pinuntahan niya? Ano yung mga Facebook? Diba? Ano yung mga devices that are connected on my device, on my router? You need to check all the devices. Bakit connected ang mga nasa current devices? Well, then in fact, lima lang kami dito sa bahay. Kaninong mga 35 devices na yun? Sino lahat ng mga ito? Do I need to change my Wi-Fi na? Kasi yung mga anak ko, pinamigay niya pala yung Wi-Fi sa mga kapitbahay namin. Or sa mga naglalakad sa bahay, sa labas ng bahay. At lahat sila nakakonect na. But I need to review those things. Those devices that are connected. Baka hindi mo alam, yung nasa labas ng bahay, kaya pala sobrang dami na nandun nagtatambay sa bahay niya sa harapan. Is nagkukwentuhan, hindi pala nagkukwentuhan, nagsasurf using your Wi-Fi. Yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me po. Okay, continue. That's why that is very important to monitor the router activities. Yeah. Ito yung log sheets, as I said. Check what all the history. Also, it might happen there's already an intrusion or a malware that installed on the laptops of your kids or computer of your kids or mobile na kumakain na siya ng bandwidth tapos binibigay at pinipig niya lahat ng mga ginagawa ng device niya. At the same time, device connected on your router. As I said, bakit 40 ang connected sa router ko at live at online? Well, then, in fact, lima lang kami dito sa bahay. Sobrang dami ito. Bakit may iPhone 13 samantalang wala naman ni isa sa amin ang naka-iPhone 13? That's why that you need to monitor the devices. Now, what kind of endpoint control ba? Okay. In the computers, Windows, Apple, and Chrome OS. Okay, Windows parental control allow the user to set limit on the amount of time spent on the computers of your kids. Especially, are they allowed to do online games after their school or during their school? Are they allowed to browse during their school or during their break? Apple devices. In the Apple devices, there's a application or a features that have the filter or parental control filter. This can also operate in 3 modes. This is an unrestricted, automatic, and the whitelist. Okay. This is what kind of filter it is appropriate to your kids. Okay. Chrome OS is usually there's some laptop right now aside the Windows, Apple. There's a Chrome OS. Okay, so from Android or Google. It's also another way to supervise the users. Okay, supervise users allow you to see what sites and pages does your kids visit. Are you allowed? Okay, are they allowed to block it, or are you allowed to block, or can you block it? Are they allowed to see it? No. Smartphone and tablets. Parental controls on tablets and smart, whether your kids has an access to Android or Apple, or a smartphone or tablets. Parental controls are available to the freeware, libre, or apps purchase. Okay. Once you have installed that kind of applications, are they allowed to do a social networking? Are they allowed to visit this one? Are they allowed to have this kind of, are they allowed to access the camera? Are they allowed to connect to any Bluetooth devices? Are they allowed to download applications on the Apple or App Store? You need to have that control so that in case something happens, or are they allowed to change your password? Sometimes there's an incident of my friend that accidentally yung kanyang phone, yung bago-bago pa yung iPhone 13, he asked me, can I unlock a phone kung nakalimutan ko na yung password? Yung password. Sinabi ko, no. Kung nakalimutan mo na yung password, hindi mo na ma-unlock. That's one of the security. Tinanong ko bakit. Ito lang sinabi niya. Pinaglalaro daw ng anak niya yung kanyang iPhone 13 dahil bago. Accidentally, hindi pa daw siya nakapag-set ng password doon. Yung password niya. At nalagyan ng password. Ngayon yung anak niya, tinatanong niya kung ano yung password, nakalimutan na daw niya. Bye-bye, iPhone 13. That's easy. But if you try to restrict, you can have a dual passcode. Okay? One passcode to you, one passcode to your kids. Means, once your kid enter the passcode, automatic alam na ng device na yung kid mo ang nag-access. Alam mo, kung sakaling pinalitan niya yan, yung passcode mo, hindi masisira yung server. Okay. In Android, also, this meron ganun din system. Okay. You just download it in the Play Store and App Store. Okay. Now, on the smartphone and tablets, you need also to control ano ba yung kailangan, ano lang ba pwedeng i-download ng app. Can he download the mobile version? Can he or she download the YouTube, or just because the YouTube have two different, the YouTube Kids and the YouTube? Then nakikita niya masyadong pambata daw yung YouTube Kid, ayaw na niya, gusto niya pamatanda. Dahil sa YouTube Kid, walang BTS, sa YouTube full version, mayroong BTS. Are my kid allowed that one to download? No. They need my authority first. So, aside to the router, I also need to protect the devices. Kasi, what if the devices, they bring it in the cousin or yung uncle or someone, and then nakakita sila ng Wi-Fi na libre at nag-download sila, patay kang bata. Yung control mo sa bahay, mawawala dahil nakapag-download siya sa ibang internet or router. So you need also to protect the devices. So you need to manage the laptops, the computers, smartphones. Endpoint. What are the different kinds of endpoint? Smart TV. Smart TV must be in common area. Smart TV, majority of the smart TV, they have that kind of application of Netflix, YouTube, and other settings. In the Netflix, you need to have a separate accounts to have a maturity level on the Netflix. You have a maturity level means you have the little kids, older kids, teens, and adults. In the Netflix, they have that kind of features. You need to enable it in your Netflix account. Okay? While in YouTube, you need to set an email or YouTube account so that that kind of YouTube account, you can able to control it using your mother email address. Okay. In that way, you can able to see what are the YouTube or video that are your kids allowed to play or watch it on your smart TV? Okay. Screen time. Can I set that one in the screen time? Yes. Means they can only watch or turn on the TV on this specific date, time. Okay. Then once it fall on this time, automatically mapuputi ko yan. Okay, family usage activity. As you can see on my computer right now on your screen, I can able to see, okay, in the Windows 10 activity, I can see ano yung hours nila they spend. Are they able to consume? And at the same time, in the Windows 10 activity, as long you are in the Office 365, under the family Office 365, you are allowed 5 devices, and you can also monitor all their activities. Are they allowed to install application in the computer? How many hours do they spend? At the same time, in the Apple screen or yung mga Apple devices, they can able to see here, okay, ito yung Apple. Okay, kita natin dito kung ano yung mga application or how much time do they spend on specific applications. In the Android, there's a digital well-being or parental control. Same also with the Android, with the Apple and Windows on the computers. You can able to see how many time spent on the devices and what kind of applications. And then we can able to analyze what kind of control you need to do. Now, there are a lot of control right now. Aside to the router, okay, aside to the devices, can I have a separate application or software? Yes, there's some applications. Here's are the best or 5 features that you need before buying a software or applications. Ito kasi laging question, bakit ako bibili? Ha? Kailangan ko ba talaga yan? Kailangan ba, ang tanong doon, kailangan ba ng anak mo tumonitor? Kailangan ba yun? Yes, kailangan. To be able to see and monitor and analyze your activity, the activity of your kids. You monitor all the devices, kung nakalimutan nila, nawala nila, nakalimutan nila yung password, yung passcode, you can automatically set it by your own. Very filter and time limit. Aside to your router, you can also protect your devices. You can see everything what they are doing. You can see if they are doing messaging or social media. You can also track all their comments in the social media. Okay. Parental control on video streaming. Control on what kind of video do they need, do they watch. At the same time, you can also do remote notifications. Example, your kids is in the room, you can immediately notify or provide notification. It's already lunchtime, dinner time, or Sunday ngayon, mass ngayon. Please go down and watch and have an online mass. And other features, ito yung mga kailangan. Ito yung mga add-on na tinitingnan niya. Okay. Always digital safety simplified. Let's try to simplify. We need to try and explain what's the importance of this thing with time to our kids. Reward versus punishment. Okay. If they want to increase their screen time, you give only 2 hours for screen time. What kind of reward do they need? Oh, pag nagwalis ka ng part of plus 30 minutes, pag naglinis ka, pag nagugas ka ng mga plato, plus 1 hour ka. Pag nilinis mo yung kwarto mo, yung mga toys mo, nice mo, you have additional 30 minutes. It's a different from the punishment. Third one, post-internet. What is the importance of the post-internet? Not just you post the internet, that you need to schedule it so that they can have a healthier or something on ergonomics. Kasi there are some kids na parang nakayuko na lang sila. To make it more productive, good habits, okay? Worry-free and safe search. Okay? It happens every time as a digital. Once it's like we need to set example to our kids. If we are playing with them, no device. We are eating, no device in our table also. Set an example also to us. Not specific apps. There are some apps that are not friendly. Explain to our kids, we need to tell to our kids. Okay? There's some articles or apps that are not appropriate anymore to our kids. Block them. Okay? Find passwords. To prevent attempt to access unwanted content. Always remember, communication and quality time is very nice. Kasi po, communication, let's try to explain to our kids why we are doing it. It is not para sa atin, para sa kanila. Quality time, spend time with them. Why? Okay? So that we can able to enjoy. Pagdating ng teenager, we are able to realize, we also realize, nahanapin tayo, nahanap tayo bawat isa. Let's try to explain to them why we are doing it. Why do we need to control? At the same time, we need to explain to them, bakit hindi appropriate to sa edad ko? Ano ba yung ganung word? Explain to them. Okay. Example one, my kid. Pag probinsya mo, ayoko nakikita yung probinsya mo. Kapag nakita na niya, at nandun ako, oops, hindi na lalapit ka. Alam niya, no bang bang. And I explain to them. And then also I explain, pelikula niyan, hindi totoo yan. Ganyan lang yan. Communication and telling to them is very important. At the same time, providing them what is the consequence of what you are doing. Thank you very much. Hope you're able to know information from me.
Thank you so much, Engineer Tiglao, for that very informative segment. Mga mommy, mga daddy, teachers, guardians, parental figures, I hope you were able to take something out of that that segment. It's very informative. We'll be able to take a lot to protect our children and ourselves as well, because this serves to protect all of us. Diba? So thank you again, Engineer Tiglao, for that very wonderful and informative lesson. For our next part, we will be introduced by my co-host, Ms. Fleur. Take it away.
Yeah, but before that, we'd like to present our certificate of appreciation for our speaker who has just taught us about how to activate the parental controls on our family's computers and cell phones, as well as how to limit our children's access through the use of our routers mismo, no? And I hope that a lot of you have learned something. And I see a lot of questions actually in this chat box, but please hold on to your questions. We'll be giving time for question and answer at the end of the presentation of our second speaker. But let me first call on Dr. Thelma Villamorel, our Division Chief for the Critical Infrastructure Evaluation and Cybersecurity Standards Monitoring Division, to present our certificate of appreciation for Engineer Roger Tiglao.
Hi, magandang hapon po sa lahat. I would like to present the certificate of appreciation to Engineer Rogelio Tiglao for being the resource speaker for the achievement unlocked Fun plus Security Online. This webinar was conducted by the Department of Information and Communications Technology Cybersecurity Bureau in partnership with Facebook Digital Tayo as part of the celebration of the Safer Internet Day 2022. Given this day, 8th day of February in the year of our Lord 2022, signed by our Director, Jose Carlos P. Reyes. Thank you, Sir Roger.
Thank you, Sir Roger, and thank you, Ma'am Thelma, as well. I'm really sorry. I think I was on mute. Sorry. So, is everybody ready to learn more? Because we are in for another exciting session. And to talk about digital engagement, we have with us a very bubbly and bright personality. I'm also excited together with you. I'm also excited for this session because of him. I was able to talk to him earlier, and he has also been with us. We have partnered with him in several of our events before. And our speaker is a college English teacher, and he's handling English courses like academic writing, technical writing, Philippine English, language and genders, and language and cultures. He is also a DepEd NSET resource speaker on writing research papers for high-impact journals and writing effective test items. He is actively involved in various social and development works such as HIV/AIDS and sexual and reproductive health and rights awareness campaigns. Exciting, diba? And very interesting. Behavioral training for persons with disabilities and out of school youth, and hair donation for cancer patients. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Stephen Ong, or Steph. Hi, Steph.
Good afternoon. Oh, this time hindi ako na-commute. Good afternoon sa ating mga manonood.
Ako yung nakamute kanina, Steph.
I believe we have participants from across the archipelago. Tama ba ako? Meron tayong 290 plus na participant dito sa ating Zoom room, and I don't know how many sa ating mga cross-post na pages like sa mga Facebook page natin, no? So maraming salamat for inviting me once again. Hindi nagsasawa ang DICT. Sana hindi rin kayo magsawa sa mga sasabihin ko, but I try to make it a point na bawat invitation sa akin, may kakaibang timpla tayong ginagawa sa ating lutuin para hindi tayo ang tawag mo rito, hindi tayo magsasawa sa inihahain nating mga putahe. O shout out naman daw kay Margaret Castro. Ano ibig sabihin ng AUSL? Sige. Ngayon pala may nakikita kong mga active, no? Pati kanina kay engineer. Naku, pwede ba bigyan natin ng masigabong pasasalamat si engineer dito sa ating chat box. Ipahayag natin pasasalamat natin sa kanya. Kasi nakita nyo naman, ginagawa ni engineer ang kanyang makakaya para lang masustain ang kanyang boses. Nakita natin, Arellano University School of Law. Dito yan sa may sa TAF. Magkapit bahay lang tayo. Kasi nakita nyo naman ilang beses nang gustong bumigay ng boses ni engineer, pero pinipilit niya talaga makapag-deliver dahil ito ay isang opportunity para maibahagi niya ang kanyang nalalaman. At syempre, ganun din ako, kung gano'n kayo naging active kay engineer, sana ganun din kayo maging ka-active sa aking hapon na to. Ang daming ibinahagi sa atin ni engineer kanina, pati yung mga firewall na yan, di ba? So, napaka-importante ng security. And ang ating director kanina, ipinahayag din na while we are trying to make the online space a safe and secure, salamat sa mga pumapalakpak para kay engineer. Engineer, sana po nakikita nyo ito, no? While we are trying to make the cyberspace safe and secure for our children, okay? For our teachers, for everyone using it right now, hindi rin naman natin gusto na ma-curtail o malagyan ng pagkaputol, ang pag-e-enjoy nila. Tama, di ba? Yan ang highlight kanina sa opening remark ng ating director. Sa pag-enjoy ng gamit ng ating cyberspace. Bakit? It's the way to go. Wala tayong ibang pupuntahan kung hindi ang pagiging fully digital mode. Tama ba ako? Parang there's no going back eh. Dito talaga tayo papunta. So, kung ang gusto nating mangyari dito, kung gaano kalawak at kabilis mag-improve, mag-modernize ang mga tech facility natin, dapat tayo ay makasabay. Dapat tayo ay magkaroon ng extra layer of or layers. 'Di ba? Nasa sa inyo yan. Layer or layers of protection para habang nag-e-enjoy tayo, hindi natin nalalagay sa ating sarili, nalalagay ang ating sarili sa alanganin o yung mga kapwa natin. And with that, allow me to share with you my screen. Okay, so this is digital engagement, okay? This is a learning spectrum to build a community of responsible digital citizen. Dahil again, sabi nga natin, kung dito talaga tayo papunta sa pagiging digital ng lahat ng bagay, dapat protektado tayo at ang ating mga mahal sa buhay. Okay? Yung mga nagme-message po, hindi ko na kayo nakikita ha. So please bear with me. Kukolektahin yan ng ating mga kasama from DICT para erase mamaya sa ating open forum. And makinig kayo dahil masyadong mabait ang ating mga partner from DICT. Meron tayong mga konting paraffol. Kung may GCash kayo, PayMaya, whatever online wallet na meron kayo, i-ready nyo na yan at i-ready nyo na ang partisipasyon ninyo dahil siguradong mag-e-enjoy kayo sa ating palaro, matututo na kayo at mananalo pa kayo ng simple pero napakagandang pampalubag loob bilang pagiging active sa hapon na ito. Okay? So before we get started, okay, let us define first what a digital citizen is. This is a person who has the confidence to use the technology since their capacity and knowledge to understand the information online have positive interaction. Take note, have positive interaction. Yun ang gusto nating mangyari. Dahil masyado nang magulo ang mundo, masyado nang malawak ang di pagkakaunawaan, wag na tayong dumagdag pa. Okay ba 'yon? So tingnan natin ang inyong mga anong tawag dito, kaalaman tungkol sa pagiging positive online and how do we apply it. Okay? Let's have a simple activity. Hindi pa ito pa GCash portion natin, ano? So how would you react to the following? So using your Zoom chat box or ating sa Facebook comment, give the following reactions kung ano man ang nararapat na reaction dito sa sitwasyon na ito. Okay? So number 1, Gabby was at lunch with her friends, but when she ran to the bathroom, she left her phone on the table. While she was gone, her friend Castel grabbed Gabby's phone and started looking through her text. Is it something you have to feel nice about? Something you have to feel awesome about? Or something that is very sad of a reality na, teka lang, ito ay private space ko na. Super sad, super sad. Okay? Yes, while we acknowledge the fact na ang gusto natin ay safer community para sa lahat, baka sa ginagawa mong pag-invade ng privacy ng iyong kaibigan, hindi mo na nare-respeto ang kanyang privacy at ang kanyang personal space. How about this one? Rodrigo is talking to Caitlin when he trips and falls into the mud. Caitlin thinks he looks really funny and takes a picture of him. But Rodrigo doesn't laugh and appears embarrassed. So ito sa tingin ko, puro mga sad face para na yan dito sa scenario number 2 natin. Ano? O pero may nag-heart. May nag-heart. So awesome ba yun? Do you think that's awesome? Kasi alam ko yung ganun at saka number 3, heart sign yun, no? So this is not funny at all. Di ba tayo sa ating mga trabaho at sa mga mag-aaral, tinuturo ang first aid? I don't think na kahit sa digital world ngayon, sa digital era, I don't think sinasama ng ating mga trainer, ng mga first aid trainer, ang pagkuha sa mga aksidente bago tumawag ng first aid responder. Tama ba po? Wala yan sa module. Never ginawa yung parte ng module. Diba? Kaso nga lang yan na yung nagiging ano natin eh. Masyado tayo nagiging reliant sa mga gadget natin. At ang nagiging first instinct natin, pag may nangyaring hindi maganda, yung tinatawag natin ka-viral, yun ang uunahin natin. Teka lang. Let us go back to our core principles sa pagiging digital responsible na citizen. Okay? So to engage positive online, we need to know and understand boundaries, give respect, and show empathy. Okay ba yun? So iisa-isahin natin yan. Alam ko marami tayong kaibigan sa mga mag-aaral, lalo na yung mga elementary, high school level. Usong-uso dyan yung best friends tayo, ha? Dapat walang taguang sikreto. Tandaan po natin, hindi absolute ang ganyang kasunduan sa dalawang magkaibigan, matalik na magkaibigan. Kahit pa kayo ay mag-best friend, correct, know your limit. Kung sa tingin mo, ang kaibigan mo ay hindi dapat tinitignan ang telepono mo, hindi dapat kinakalikot ang mga mensahe mo sa inbox, hindi dapat ikaw matuwa sa ganong klaseng setup at ang kaibigan mo naman ay hindi rin naman dapat maging komportable sa pagiging ganoon kakomportable sa'yo. There should be this invisible bubble. Ito yung bubble mo, ito yung bubble niya, where that bubble intersects siguro or connects, doon nagsa-start at humihinto ang inyong boundary. Okay? Ewan ko, kayo ba magugustuhan nyo? Nakakalikutin ng telepono nyo. Pag ang sagot nyo yes, okay lang sa akin kalikutin ng telepono ko, edi wala tayong problema doon. Kalikutin mo rin yung telepono ng ibang tao. Pero kung sa tingin mo, it will be an offensive remark on your end. Kapag ka, anong ibig sabihin ng true Jessa? Okay, sige. Baka mamaya ina-address niya yung kasama niya dito na si Jessa. Akala ko ako. Sige. So kung sa tingin mo, hindi ka matutuwa pag sa'yo ginawa yun, wag mo nang gawin sa iyong kapwa. Okay ba yun? Next, give respect. Kahit pa kayo ay baka may tinatago. Okay lang, Emmanuel, kung may itinatago siya. Okay? Papasok yan dito sa ating pangalawang punto sa positive engagement. Give respect. Tandaan mo, meron tayong mga bagay na komportableng ibinabahagi sa magulang natin. Pero hindi sa kapatid, hindi sa kaibigan. Tama ba ako? Meron tayong bahagi ng pagkatao natin na mas komportable tayong sabihin kaysa sa magulang at sa kapatid. Meron naman tayong bahagi ng pagkatao natin na hindi mo ibabahagi kahit kanino except sa kapatid mo, or hindi mo talaga ibabahagi kahit kanino. Only to that person in the mirror na kakausapin mong ganyan. Di ba? Remember, ini-encourage natin ang pakikipag-usap sa sarili natin in front of the mirror. Tama ba ako? It's a healthy way to build a healthier version of you. Kakausapin mo ang sarili mo, kayong dalawa, Pwede niyong balikan kung ano yung naging itsura ng araw niyo for that day. Doon, magkakaroon kayo ng reflection at introspection. Ngayon, baka sumama yung loob mo, naku, nagbago na siya. Hindi na siya yung best friend ko na tulad dati na alam ko lahat ng mga nangyayari sa kanya, alam niya lahat ng nangyayari sa akin. Sa mga magulang naman, ako na-experience ko rin to, no, kasi nagkaroon wala akong anak pero may pamangkin ako, anak ng kuya ko, na parang sabi ko, naku, dati nagpapahalik pa tong si baby. Ngayon parang naiilang na pagka ikikiss mo kahit sa noo. 'Di ba? Dati gustong-gusto niya, tinatawag siya, "Oh babe," pag nasa mall, "Oh baby, anong gusto mo?" Ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. Pero ngayon medyo naiilang na pag tatawagin mo baby, gusto niya sa pangalan niya na tatawagin. So bukod sa pagrespeto sa kanilang nararamdaman, ito ang susunod na dapat nating tandaan. Show empathy. Ilagay natin ang sarili natin sa kanilang mga sapatos. Lakarin natin ang buhay ng isang, for example, ng isang Stephen Ong, ng isang Jason, ng isang Piper, ng isang Melissa, di ba, na kaibigan natin. Itong mga bagay na ito, maiintindihan mo lamang when we start living their lives, when we start walking their shoes. Kasi, ang nagiging problema sa atin, ang focus natin, sarili natin. Tama ba? Ano ang sabi sa kanta? I am sick of this me first attitude. Ako muna ang magaling, ako muna ang tama, ako ang may punto. Kaya kapag hindi mo nakasundo ang punto ng kausap mo, ang BO naman yan. Usong-usong ngayon yan sa panahon ng politika. Ang TAN-GA naman yan. Hindi ba yan nagbabasa? And mind you, dumaan ako dyan. Nagsasalita ako ngayon sa inyo, hindi dahil sobrang galing ko. Nagsasalita ako sa inyo ngayon dahil sabi ko sa inyo na sa tingin ko lahat tayo ay dumadaan sa ganyang phase, sa ganyang tagpo ng ating buhay. Pero hindi reason yun para tayo ay manatili sa ganong phase ng ating buhay. Let us use this to our advantage. Naku, baka mamaya nakakalimutan ko na yung mga basic na values or value, mga basic value na itinuro sa atin nung elementary pa lang tayo. Kasi masyado na tayong busy, ang dami na nating nalalaman sa pagpapalawak ng career natin, sa pag-enhance ng personal growth natin, pero nakakalimutan natin ang simpleng mga value na itinuro sa atin. Kawawa po kasi wala ng GMRC ngayon ang mga bata. Totoo rin naman yan. Come to think of it. Ilan sa atin ang nagpasalamat pag may nagbukas ng pinto sa fast food para sa atin? Sa mga fast food crew at sa mga security guard, binuksan tayo ng pinto. May nagka-thank you pa ba? Ako, 100%, kayang-kaya kong tignan kayo bawat isa sa mga mata ninyo. Sinasabi ko, salamat po. Ito ang pinaka-common. May nagpapaki pa ba? O nakikiusap, magpaabot ng bayad sa jeep? Bata pa lang tayo, tinuruan na tayo ng makiusap. Gumamit ng paki, makikisuyo. Pero pagka nag-aabot tayo ng pera sa jeep, tingnan ninyo, ang 90% kung hindi 99% sa mga kasama nyo sa jeep o pampublikong sasakyan, bayad nga. Diyan lang sa Fairview, wala man lamang paki. Wala man lamang pakisuyo. Teka lang. Nakalimutan na yata natin yung itinuro sa atin na sa mga bagay-bagay na ating mga ginagawa o hinihinga ng tulong, matuto tayong makiusap at magpasalamat. Magpasalamat po tayo, safe po, nawawala na. Nawawala na ang po at opo. Okay. Emmanuel, ako medyo meron akong medyo radical ako, no? Medyo open-minded ako pagdating sa paggamit ng po at opo. Yun lang naman, no? I-share ko lang yung aking POV dyan, point of view. Nasa sa inyo pa rin yun, mga manonood, mga nakikinig dito, kung ito'y tatanggapin nyo o hindi nyo tatanggapin. Sa akin, yes, maganda pakinggan yung po at opo. Kultura natin yan, maganda yon. Pero sa akin, mas okay na sa akin na marinig din na magalang ang tono kasi nasa tono yan eh. Wala yan sa salita, tandaan natin bilang language practitioner, no? Tandaan natin. Nasa tono yan. Kahit pa gumamit yan ng isang katerbang po at opo, kung hindi maganda ang tono, sorry lang kapag kasi Bisaya medyo hindi gamit po. Hindi, no. Christine, do not apologize because you're a Bisaya. Be proud. Okay lang yan. May kanya-kanya kasi language yan. May kanya-kanya tayong feature. May kanya-kanya tayong variation. So go lang, Christine. Proud tayo sa pagiging Bisaya natin. So going back sa po at opo, gumamit nga ng po at opo, iba naman ang tono. Sige na nga po. Ito na po order nyo, sir. O, di ba? Versus, ito na ho yung order. May ho, o kaya, pakilagay na lang dyan. Walang po, pero may paki, di ba? So, yun. Again, yun ay sa aking pananaw lamang. Hindi naman natin sinasabing completely tanggalin ang po at opo. Anong gusto natin sabihin lang dito? Kung gagamit ang po at opo bilang sign ng pagrespeto, sign ng paggalang, siguraduhin nating manggagaling talaga ito sa puso natin, hindi labas sa ilong. Okay ba yon? Sige. So how do we maintain positive online relationships? The real strictest meaning of positive online relationship. Kasi baka mamaya ang nangyayari, toxic positivity. Di ba? Anong ibig sabihin ng toxic positivity? Buti na lang, galing ako sa isang ganitong klaseng speaking engagement last Saturday. Okay? Ang kausap ko doon ay mga kabataang leader. Mga SK leader from Jensen. Gumawa sila ng mga campaign material tungkol sa pagpapalaganap ng mga usapin tungkol sa mental health. Okay? At isa sa mga campaign ad nila doon ay kapag nadapa ka, tumayo ka. Kayang-kaya mo yan. Sounds positive, right? Sounds positive. Pag tumayo ka, pag nadapa ka, tumayo ka. Kayang-kaya mo yan. Parang sabi nga doon sa kanta, mahilig ako mag-cite ng mga kanta ha. If at first you don't succeed, you can dust it off and try again. Pero sabi ko, hinay-hinay tayo. Hinay-hinay tayo. Kasi baka mamaya, ang gusto nating mangyari dito, kumbaga ay kahit tayo ay nag-advocate sa mental health, hindi tayo basta-basta magbibigay ng mga positive comment or positive or motivational feedback. Pero pag tinignan natin, pag hinimay-himay talaga natin yung gustong sabihin ng ating motivational message, toxic positivity pala to. Ano ba ang posibleng mensaheng nakapailalim doon sa pag nadapa ka, tumayo ka, kaya-kaya mo yan. Ano bang medyo hindi natin gusto sa ganong klaseng motivational message? May gusto bang sumagot dito? Siguro ito ang unang-unang pa-Gcash natin. So mga kasamahan ko sa DICT, paki-check naman sa ating, pasensya na sa Facebook ha. Do we have a way para ma-monitor ang unang-unang makakasagot ng tama sa Facebook? If yes, sige, magbigay lang ako ng konting time para sa ating DICT team. If yes, sige po. Ayun, may sumagot na dito. May sumagot na. May sumagot na, no? Si Sige, officially meron na po kung ano pipiliin muna dito, no? Siguro for the 5 other rounds, mga kasamahan ko sa DICT, baka meron po tayong way para ma-include din natin ang mga tagapanood natin sa Facebook. Ang unang-unang nagsabi ay si Rian Nicole Riario. Invalidating the real struggles. Anong ibig sabihin yan? Mga magulang na nanonood. Alam ko nung panahon ng mga magulang natin ay medyo nag-iiba kasi ngayon, no, ang takbo ng panahon. Yung mga tama at katanggap-tanggap sa panahon natin bilang mga magulang, ngayon ay medyo nagbabago na, umiikot na ang mundo, umiikot ang bola, medyo hindi na natin tinatanggap ngayon. Tulad ng ganitong klaseng motivational message. Pag nadapa ka, tumayo ka kagad, kayang-kaya mo. Di ba ngayon, ang sinasabi natin, para hindi tayo maging toxic positive, ang sinasabi natin, allow the person to grieve. Allow the person to feel the pain, to feel the fall, and allow the person to decide kung siya pa ay tutuloy sa kanyang laban o hindi. Dahil ang sinasabi natin, hindi lahat ng laban ay dapat labanan. Tama ba? We choose our battles. So for the record po, si Rihanna po yung una nating makikipag-coordinate sa iyo, Rihanna, ang ating kasamahan sa ating DICT para sa mga ating papremyo. Simple lang naman pero makakatulong din naman. Baka mamaya yung tao, hindi niya na nararamdaman paano maging tao, paano masaktan. Kasi ang turo sa kanya dapat magiging matatag. Ang turo sa kanya dapat tumayo kagad. Paano kung hindi pa nga niya kaya? Lahat tayo, we all need some time to recover. Tama ba ako? So, isa yon sa mga nagbabagong nating mga konsepto ngayon, kaisipan. And who knows, baka mamaya 10 years from now, magbago ulit ang pananaw natin dyan sa mga bagay na yan. So, titignan natin, ito ba'y katanggap-tanggap? Ito ba ay valid bilang isang paliwanag sa whether kung tatanggapin natin o hindi ang isang payo? Then, nasa sa atin yon. Okay? Ang panahon ang magdidikta kung ang pagbabagong nangyayari ay dapat tanggapin o hindi. Okay ba yun? So meron tayong mga bagay-bagay na ginagawa sa online and napaka-applicable din itong mga bagay na to sa ating face-to-face engagement. Pero dahil ngayon ang goal natin online, mag-focus muna tayo sa online. So gusto ko magbigay kayo ng thumbs up kung sa tingin ninyo na ito ay good practice para sa positive online relationship, at thumbs down kung sa tingin ninyo hindi dapat ito ginagawa whether online or face-to-face. Okay? So pipili tayo ng mga sitwasyon dito. Okay ba yon? Mga sitwasyon na madalas na nangyayari. At pinagtatanong, ay wala pa po akong tanong. Sige, siguro nagpa-practice lang sila. O sige, thumbs down naman. I-practice natin ang thumbs down. Puro thumbs up yung mga nakikita ko eh. I-practice natin ang thumbs down. Sige. Ayun. Practice lang tayo ng thumbs down. Sige. Ano sa palagay ninyo? Ang mga dapat gawin dito sa mga scenario na ito? Ito ba'y dapat gawin? Ipagpatuloy o hindi? Thumbs up or thumbs down lang yan. Okay? Sige, let me cite one example. Sa mga magjojowa dyan, okay, may mga estudyante daw tayo, I believe, sigurado ang iba sa inyo ay nasa isang relationship, nasa same sex. Again, I'm using my platform to promote and to say that it's okay to be in a same-sex relationship. Wala tayong problema dyan, no judgment kung ang isang tulad ko ay may boyfriend, kung ang isang babae ay may girlfriend, wala tayong problema dyan. Dapat yaan ay wini-welcome natin. Okay ba yun? Sige. Number 1, para sa mga magjojowa dyan. Okay lang ba? Magpalitan kayo ng social media passwords. Ayun. Nagta-thumbs. Siguraduhin yung thumbs down talaga yan ha. Baka mamaya dito nyo lang sinasagot ng thumbs down yan. Sige nga, B. Kung may tiwala ka talaga sa akin, palit tayo ng password. Ano ang magandang sagot doon? B. Kung ikaw at ako talaga ay matindi ang tiwala sa isa't isa, makakatulog tayo ng mahimbing ng hindi nagpapalitan ng password. Di ba? Kasi naging ano na yan, naging test of loyalty na yan, test of faithfulness, di ba? Gusto ko yung sabi ni Jessa ha, set boundaries. Di ba? Kahit pa kayo ay mag-asawa na. Password ng cellphone, password ng email, baka pati LinkedIn account ha, gusto nyo pa yung password ng partner ninyo. Diyos ko, wag naman, di ba? Ako naman ay inuubo, no? Sige. Uso yata ngayon yan. So going back, kahit pa kayo ay mag-asawa na, okay? Hindi natin ina-advise na kayo ay magpalitan ng password. Next! Nakita ko to kanina, parang may gustong gawing diskusyon ito. Messaging your partner 24/7. Ito ba ay katanggap-tanggap? O mga nagsa-thumbs down? Isa ito sa mga sinasabi nating toxic positivity. Hindi, mahal ko kasi nag-aalala lang ako, kaya 24/7 ako nag-message. Baka naging ang lumalabas sa iyo, NAGGING. May panahon para mag-check ka kung nasaan ang iyong partner. May panahon para hayaan mo siyang mag-enjoy sa buhay niya. Okay? Dahil tanggapin natin ang katotohanan, may mga bagay na dapat ginagawa ninyo pareho para lumago kayo pareho. At may mga bagay na ginagawa nyo dapat nang magkahiwalay para kayo ay lumago individually. Okay ba yon? Next. Posting rude comments on someone's social media post. Kesa naman sa iyo, aanga-anga. And again, magiging honest ako. Dati akong ganyan. Basta sa tingin ko na ang kanyang komento or ang kanyang post or status ay hindi akma sa aking paniniwala, automatic yun. BO yun para sa akin. Tapos, pinarealize sa akin, good thing, at marami akong nakakausap na tao na, Steph, hindi naman ibig sabihin na magkaiba kayo ng pananaw, ikaw na yung magaling, siya na yung hindi. Saan ba siya nanggagaling? Ano ba ang basihan niya? Ano ba ang pinagmumulan niya? Sabi ko, oo nga, no? Kung sa classroom nga, sina-challenge ko ang aking mga estudyante na kontrahen kung may sapat na pruweba sila ang aking mga tinuturo in a respectful manner, ba't hindi ko kaya gawin sa lamuha ko sa online community? Diba? It only takes someone to respectfully explain to you para mabago ang iyong pananaw sa buhay. Okay ba yun? Huwag nating hayaan na yung akala nating tama ay manatiling akala nating tama for the rest of our lives. Hayaan natin na maging bukas ang sarili natin sa mga pagbabago. Okay ba yun? Makinig din sa iba. Sabi nga ni Christine Jean Plasus. Okay. Next. Spreading gossip about your schoolmates on social media. Uy, alam mo ba? Si Steph kaya pala hindi pumapasok Buntis! Thumbs down. Okay? O alam nyo na. Hindi dapat pinakikialaman ang mga ganyang bagay. Unless ikaw ang magbibigay ng pera panganganak. Ikaw ang magbibigay ng pera pambili ng mga gamit ng baby. Di ba? Anong toilets? Sorry, may nakita ko toilets. Parites. Okay. Alam ko na. Gets ko na. Hindi mo yan kwento eh. Ay, ito pa isa. Napakagandang example. Sa mga magulang dyan. Nung isang araw sa coffee shop, may narinig ako. Okay? Uy, alam mo ba? Yung anak ni Grace, bakla pala. Dalawang magulang nag-uusap pa, yung anak daw ni Grace ay bakla. May kaso po ba yun? Bakit ba big deal sa inyo pag kami bakla or tomboy sa isang pamilya? Diba? Bakit hindi natin mas pagtuunan ng pansin yung pangingialam natin sa wala sa lugar, sa buhay ng may buhay? Diba? Nakakalungkot lang na, no? Kasi, number one, dapat nirespeto natin yung mga ganyang bagay. Kung yung pamilya nga, nirespeto yung pagiging bading ng anak ni Grace, tayo pa kayang walang ambag sa buhay nila. Diba? Sa usapin ng sa mga ganitong klaseng usapin, hayaan natin yung tao ang magsimula ng diskurso sa kung ano ang sa palagay nilang gusto nilang mangyari sa buhay nila. O tito, tita, sa tingin ko po, ako ay isang bading. Nagkakagusto po ako sa kapwa ko lalaki. Magpapahaba po ako ng buhok, magpapatattoo po ako. Ito po ang desisyon ko sa buhay. It's not your story to tell. Huwag nating pangunahan. Huwag nating saklawan. Okay ba yun? Okay, wait lang. Hindi lang gumagana ang aking... Ayun, okay, found it. Next. Tagging your friends in photos from a party. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Ako, medyo neutral ako dito. Okay? Kasi sanay talaga ako. Even before I started doing this digital engagement talk, ugali ko na magpaalam. Uy, itatag kita ha. Uy, pwede ba kitang itag? And even when I post my own pictures, pag may kasama akong ibang tao doon, kahit hindi ko itatag, ipinapaalam ko yan. Uy, okay lang ba to ipopost ko? Laging may permission. Kung solo ko lang yan, kahit walang permission, ipopost ko yan. Pero pag may kasama ko ibang tao, palaging may paghingi ng paalam or consent. Ipopost ko to ha, tapos pag gusto nilang itag yung sarili nila, mag-request na lang sila ng tag. But I will not do it in the first place. Okay? So what we do, always remember, online or face-to-face always has an impact on our relationship. And so therefore, we are proposing the traffic lights of healthy relationships. What are the things that you need to stop doing? What are the things that you have to slow down on? And what are the things that have to go on because they are such good practices? Okay ba yun? Sige. Here are the list of things that I think should be stopped, whether online or face-to-face. Okay? Kasi masyado ng open avenue ang online community eh. So tayo na mismo ang maglagay ng mga safeguard tulad nga ng sabi ni engineer kanina. May mga pwede tayong gawin para matiyak na safe ako, safe ang pamilya ko, safe ang community ko. Okay ba yon? Hindi ko na iisa-isahin yan dahil sa tingin ko, maida-digest natin yan on our own. Unless meron kayong gustong maipaliwanag, hinga ng paliwanag dyan, then just let me know sa ating chat box or sa comment box sa Facebook natin. Okay? Educate ourselves. Totoo yan, no? We have to be teachable. Tandaan nyo to ha, tandaan nyo to palagi. Magulang, may mga teacher din yata dito at mga batang natin, no? Kung ano ang uso, kung ano ang tama 5 days ago, may not be anymore uso, tama at present. Change is constant. Hindi natin yan mapipigilan. Okay? So, kung sa tingin natin na dati, okay, lalo na nung simula ang internet, okay lang makipag-chat kung kani-kanino, ngayon sinasabi natin, hinay-hinay na. To maghinay-hinay, to completely stop doing it. Siguro naman tama na yung mga narinig nating kwento ng naloko, love scam. Okay? O, magpapadala ko sa iyo ng pera ha, $50 for example. Malaki yata yung $500. May na ako sa math. $50 for example. Pero kailangan bayaran mo muna to. Magtaka ka na. Anong sabi natin lagi? If it's too good to be true, most likely, it's not true. Okay ba yun? Next. Ano yung dapat hinay-hinayin natin? Ito yung mga listahan na dapat hinay-hinay muna. Okay? Hindi naman tayo completely pinagbabawalan eh. Ang gusto lang mangyari ay mag-sit back, isipang mabuti, ipopost ko ba to nang walang paalam o may paalam? Pag pinost ko to nang walang paalam, may epekto ba to sa trabaho ng aking kasama sa picture? Makakaapekto ba sa akin itong post na ito, itong comment na to 10 years from now? Diba? So slow down. Tama na siguro yung palagi nating sinasabi sa internet na nagmamadali lahat ng tao, busy lahat ng tao, walang time mag-fact-checking. Tama na siguro yun. Maghinay-hinay tayo sa ginagawa natin. Di baling mahuli tayo sa balita. Basta ang ibinabalita natin ay tama. Wasto. Accurate. Okay? Huwag po paniwalaan lahat ng nasa internet. I agree. And syempre, kung may mga bagay tayong pinapahinto o pinahinay-hinay, meron tayong mga bagay na gusto natin magpatuloy. Like showing kindness, protecting our personal information, recognizing that others' opinion will be different from ours, and most especially, and my favorite part, upstanding for yourself and others. Without Googling, yung pinakaunang magbibigay ng dito sa chat box natin o sa Facebook ng tamang sagot. Anong ibig sabihin ng upstand? In your own words, pinakaunang magbibigay ng sagot. Pangalawang GCash winner natin. DICT team, pakicheck po ang ating Facebook ha. Tapos paki-copy and paste na lang po dito sa ating chat box yung sagot. Stand up yourself. Sige, hindi. Okay. Mahalin ang sarili. Ano po question ulit? Ang question natin, ano ang ibig sabihin ng upstand for yourself? Firm ko ano ang paniniwala, modelo, self-care, be independent, be a hero. Okay, sige. Tatanggapin ko na si Yani. Unless sa Facebook natin merong nakatamang sagot yung unang-unang comment. Sige, meron na po ako dito sa chat box natin, sa Zoom. Pero sa Facebook, hindi ko alam baka meron. I would also like to acknowledge their participation, no, yung mga participant natin sa Facebook. So the ICT team, let me know lang po, no, para they could be, yung Facebook participant natin could be the third lucky winner of the GCash ayuda, no? Okay. So ibig sabihin ng upstand ay be a hero. Ipagtanggol mo kung ano ang sa tingin mo ay tama. Dahil kung kaya mong pagtanggol ang sarili mo, malamang kaya mong ipagtanggol ang ibang tao. Okay ba yun? Dahil kung walang magsasalita, walang mangyayari. Kung lahat ay tatahimik, and again, I don't and I never will suggest people to just shut their mouth or keep mum, M-U-M, keep mum about things. No, that's not how I was raised. That's not how I was trained. Ako ay teacher. Ako ay isang mamamayan ng Pilipinas. Pag may nakikita tayong mali, panindigan natin ito ay mali at dapat iwasto ito. Okay ba yun? Sige. Example. Alfie posts a mean picture of Tom on Instagram. Lots of people like that picture and are posting mean comments underneath it. Sammy sees and reports it to Instagram. Kasi ginawang katatawanan na yung ano niya eh. Yung picture niya eh. So ano ba ang tingin mo dito kay Sammy? Is Sammy a bystander or an upstander? Siyempre, based on our context, kung ang upstander mo ay tagapagtanggol, tagapagtaguyod, si bystander mo either walang ginagawa o nakikigatong pa. And I agree with all of you, Sammy here, our Sammy here is an upstander. I-report mo kagad. Example, ako ugali kong mag-report. Kung maaalala ninyo, merong kumalat sa Facebook na ginawang katatawanan yung aksidente ng isang bata. Nasa isang dorm, siguro sila noon, tapos yung CCTV footage eh. Natutulog na sila, no? Nasa mga triple deck, double deck na higaan. Yung isang bata na nasa triple deck nalaglag. Ginawang katatawanan yung meron pang yung meron pang background music na nakakatawa, nakakatawa. Yung parang kengkoy, yung ginawang kengkoy yung video, tapos may music na kengkoy din. Sabihin niyo ng ang KJ naman ito, palibasa matanda na. Sabihin niyo ng KJ ako. Pero sa tingin ko, may mga bagay na dapat pagtawanan at may mga bagay na hindi pagtawanan. At isa dun sa mga yon ay yung aksidenteng yon. Remember, nagkaroon tayo ng ganyan sa mga atleta natin nung nagkaroon ng panbansa. Hindi nakunan sa CCTV pero na-report sa mga news agency na laglag daw yung bata, no? Tapos nakatayo pa, nagising lahat ng mga kasama niyang atleta, nagising pa sila, nagtawanan pa sila. Bakit? Kasi syempre, ano ba yun, tatanga-tanga, di ba? May mga ganong lokohan sa mga bata eh, no? Nakaakyat pa yung atleta sa third deck ng bunk bed. Kinabukasan nung 4 a.m. na, kasi alam niyo naman ang mga atleta, maaga gising na para sa ensayo nila. Nung gumising na, nakita nila, bumubula na yung bibig. You get my point? Bakit mo pagtatawanan, gagawin katatawanan ang isang aksidente? Marami kang pwedeng gawing piyesa para sa isang katuwaan. Huwag lang ang disgrasya, aksidente ng ibang tao. Ano pa ang madalas kong inire-report? Kapag kayo mga, bilang English teacher ako, no? And do I have fellow English teachers here? This is a suggestion. Kapag may nakita kayo na mga video tulad ng mga cheap, and I really say cheap lunchtime, noontime show na pinagtatawanan ang mga punto ng Bisaya, inire-report ko yan. Pinagtatawanan ng puntong hindi punto Manilenyo. Or yung mga instructional video na kunyari English teacher, wala namang background ng English teaching. Sinasabi na ang tamang pronunciation ng ganito ay hindi, remember yung genie? Parang may nausong ganyan na English teacher siya. Kasi parang ang pangalan daw niya ay, ang spelling ng pangalan niya ay Jenny. Pero yung foreign student, ang basa sa pangalan niya ay Jeannie. Pilit niyang kinokorek. No, the correct pronunciation of your name is Jenny, not Jeannie. Tapos ginawa niyang katatawanan bandang dulo. Okay? Ni-report ko yun. Bakit? Kasi ano ang ibinibigay mong mensahe sa ating mga kaibigan, mag-aaral, at mga scholar na nasa Visayas at Mindanao region? Na second class, third class, second rate ang kanilang mga punto dahil hindi yan punto ng Maynila. Hindi pwede sa akin yan. Lahat ng punto, lahat ng wika dapat pantay-pantay. And whether you take it or not, that is a form of discrimination. And that should also be taken as seriously as the way we fight for Black lives, the way we fight for Soji, the way we fight for any other rights. Nakukuha niyo ba ako? Kaya inire-report ko yung mga bagay na yan. Law of equality, we must practice that. Yes. Third example, ito, syempre, bilang LGBT, no, gusto ko, may example din tayo ng LGBT. Pablo's friends tell him they are sending obscene messages to Cain, pretending to be someone who likes him. Pablo tells Cain about this. Usong-uso yan, lalo pa dati, nung hindi pa ganong techie, no? Nung nagsisimula pa lang tayo maging techie. O kunyari, ikaw si ganito, kunyari, ikaw si ganyan. Mag-pretend ka na gusto mo. Tapos lukohin natin. So, is Pablo here our upstander or bystander? Kasi sinabi niya kay Cain, huwag ka maniwala, pinagtitripan ka ng mga kaibigan ko. Makukulit yung mga yan eh, mga ano. I agree with all of you. Upstander. And again, we go back to the very first question I posted earlier. Pag sa inyo ba ginawa yun, okay sa inyo? Pag okay lang, di go ahead, gawin nyo sa iba. Pero kung masasaktan kayo, please stop doing it. Dahil sigurado ako hindi nyo rin magugustuhan ang mangyayari sa inyo. Okay? So always remember, people, that whatever we do physically or face-to-face, there is always a consequence. Okay? I-check nyo muna, dapat bang gawin to o hindi? May masasaktan ba o hindi? Kahit yung simpleng pag-post ng hashtag walang pasok. Marami tayong naaapektuhan yan. Lalo pa nung mga panahon pumapasok pa tayo, may face-to-face pa. Ngayon, nagkakaroon tayo ng mga walang pasok o sa online class natin, dulot na rin na kapag ang katotohanan, kapag umulan dito sa atin, apektado pati ang internet connection. Tama ba ako? So, gaano ba tayo ka-responsable sa pagpo-post ng mga ganyang klaseng impormasyon na 100% can badly affect our fellow netizens? So what do? Bukod sa pagiging upstander, kasi hindi lang sapat na kaya natin ipagtanggol ang sarili natin at ang kapwa natin, di ba? Dapat may verification steps din. Alam din natin paano mag-double, triple, quadruple. Ano pa ba yung mga susunod doon sa mga triple? Hindi ko na naintindihan ng mga susunod na term, di ba? Pero if you need to check more and more, kahit pa mahuli ka sa pagbibigay ng tamang balita, okay lang. At least, dinoble check mo. Okay ba yun? So what are these verification processes? I-check mo ang origin. Tumitingin ka ba sa original na pyesa na binabasa mo? Baka mamaya recycled yan. Okay? Tignan ang source. Sino ang gumawa ng content or ng piyesang yan? Okay? Date at location, kailan at saan yan na-publish? Credible ba ang publication? Real-time ba ang publication? Kasi baka mamaya yung pinapost mo walang pasok ay pang 2017 pa sa panahon ng 2022. So anong gagawin mo ngayon? I-verify mo. Pag na-verify mong mali ang information, be an upstander na. I-report mo na ngayon kaagad yung ganong klaseng maling balita. And check on the objective. Bakit kaya sinusulat itong piyesang to? Bakit kaya pinost itong picture na to? Sino ang sumulat? Ano ang kanyang motibo sa pagsulat o sa pag-capture ng picture? Okay? So isa-isahin natin yan. So siguraduhin natin na kapag tayo ay sino yung mga may taga Maynila ba dito? Dapitan Maynila? Gusto ko lang malaman sa ating chat box or sa ating Facebook account. Kasi nauso yan noong 2019. Okay? Wala raw pasok dahil yung Shell dito malapit sa Dapitan, UST, ay abot bewang ang baha. Unfortunately, meron ako mga kapwa teacher na shinare yun. Only to find out na yung content na yun ay nagmula pa ng 2009, Ondoy season. Ang layo from 2009 to 2019. 10 years ba yung nakalipas? Nakakalungkot. Kasi tayong mga dapat na nangangalaga at nagbabantay sa seguridad ng pagpapalaganap ng tamang kaalaman, nagiging biktima rin tayo. Pero, imbis na i-judge natin itong mga taong to, let's see it as an opportunity na, okay, ang dami pa pala nating dapat gawin. Ang dami pa palang dapat nating matutuhan online. So sige, hindi ko ibabash itong kaibigan na to, bagkus, tutulungan ko siya para ma-redeem, makabawi sa kanyang pagpo-post ng fake news. So pwede mong sabihin kung paano ang verification process. Pwede mo sa kanyang sabihin kung paano mag-report ng mga mali-maling impormasyon. So kasabay ng origin natin ay yung, wait lang, didiretso na ako sa date at sa location. Okay? Magkakaduktong yan eh. Kasabay mo na ang source. Yes, noong 2009, Philippine Daily Inquirer yung nag-post niyan, credible. At noong 2009, Ondoy season, credible yon. Pero ngayong nirepost mong 2019, kahit pa credible ang source, pero hindi na credible ang date at ang location, hindi na. Yun ay parte na ng history natin. Hindi na yan balita. Okay po ba yun? Next. Objective. Dito tayo nagkakatalo-talo. Bibigyan ko kayo ng isang example. Nauso itong picture na to sometime 2019-2018. Okay? Ano ba ang objective sa tingin ninyo? Kasi na-verify na no? Na may source na. Okay? Merong date. Ayan, kita nyo naman dito sa ating no? Kita nyo naman dito sa ating citation. May date na, meron ng source, may origin na, di ba? Ang tanong na lang natin, ano kaya ang objective ng kumuha ng litratong yan? Di ba? Ngayon, ang tanong natin, depende sa kung sino ang kumuha. Okay? Oh. Ito, DICT friends, is this the third or the second GCash pa lang? Meron po ba tayong nakuhang lucky winner sa ating, yung first correct answer sa ating Facebook account? Ng upstander, meaning tagapagtanggol, hero, and other similar concepts. Just let me know para ma-verify ko po if that person is our third winner or not. If not, ito po ang gagawin kong third raffle. Richard, anong ibig mong sabihin ng bagani? Sorry. Alam ko. Ah, 2020. Yeah, oh, thank you. Ayun, nakasulat nga pala 2020. Thank you. Ah, bayani. Oh, thank you for pointing that out. 2020. So wala pa akong nakukuhang feedback from our DICT team. Sige. So may tanong ako sa inyo. Sa ating mga taga-Zoom dito at taga-Facebook. Kaso nga lang, hindi ko alam kung may nakakapag-monitor sa Facebook. No? May tanong ako. So na-verify na natin yung tatlo, no? Origin, source, date, location. Ang tanong natin ngayon, okay. So third na pala, no? Si Rain daw ng Facebook nakasagot na. So meron na tayong third. So this is actually the fourth. Okay? Ano kaya ang objective ng isa? Walang right or wrong answer, no? Siguro pupunta ako sa acceptable or unacceptable answer, no? Ano kaya ang objective ng picture na ito kung ang kumuha ay isang journalist? Sige nga, pabilisan ng sagot. Walang tama, walang maling sagot, only acceptable or unacceptable. Okay, si Krista, to inspire others daw. And I will take Krista Baltazar as the fourth winner. Okay? At malamang, kapag ka binalita pa yan sa mga news agency natin, ganito ang simula. Hindi po napigilan ang mag-asawa sa kanilang pag-iisang dibdib. Hindi po napigilan ng rumaragas ang baha ang pag-iisang dibdib ng dalawang nagmamahalan mula sa ganitong klaseng lugar. Tama ba ako? Would you agree with me? Ganon ang magiging nila. Ganon ang magiging opening. Isipin mo na lang si si Vicky Morales at ng 24 oras at ng TV Patrol, si Bernadette Sembrano ang magbabalita niya. Tama? Ganyan eh. Kasi yan ang objective ni journalist, human interest. Inspire people na okay lang ituloy natin. Baha ka lang, Pinoy ako, may mga ganong may ganong pa yan, may ganong aspect pa yan. At kung si Jessica Soho, di umano ang ating mga, di ba? Si Madam di umano. Okay ba 'yon? May isa pa tayong tanong. Ano naman ang magiging punto de vista or objective ng isang activist for taking that kind of picture? Paunahang acceptable answer. To unity, hindi na, I'm not sure, Christine, kung sagot mo yan, pero hindi ko muna tatanggapin ng unity. Problema ng gobyerno, si Carol Jane Abarquez. So, si Carol ang ating fifth winner. Okay ba yon? Problema ng gobyerno, dapat solusyonan nyo. 6 na taon na kaming naghihirap dito. 24/7, 365 a year. Baha sa aming lugar. pansinin nyo naman kami. So very good ang mga sumagot sa ating ganyan. Diba? Kasi kailangan talaga nating pukawin, tawagin ang atensyon nila. At again, magbabago ang objective, ang point of view ng isang larawan, depende sa kumukuha. Okay ba yan? Wala ba budget para, yan, KIC Redor, sige, medyo nahuli lang yung sagot mo, no? Pero tama. Nasaan ang pondo ng bayan? Saan napupunta yung buwis namin? Bakit hanggang ngayon niraragasa pa rin kami ng tubig baha? Hindi na human interest tulad ng isang journalist, kundi problemang bayan na. Okay ba yon? So ano ba ang gusto lang nating sabihin dito? Okay? Ang sa tingin natin, magiging upstander lang tayo. Okay? Magiging tagapagtanggol lang tayo kung alam natin ang ipinaglalaban natin. Kung alam natin, patunayan na nasa tamang posisyon tayong ipinaglalaban natin. Nakukuha niyo po ba ako? Hindi kasi pwedeng tagapagtanggol lang tayo pero hindi natin kayang magpresenta ng mga fact. Hindi natin kayang ipresenta ang verified information. Hindi pwedeng ganun eh. Gusto mo maging upstander? O pues, ipahayag mo, ilapat mo ang mga verifiable facts. Mga verifiable fact. Bigyan mo kami ng kapanipaniwalang source. Hindi TikTok. Pero may mga nagti-TikTok, don't get me wrong. May mga nagti-TikTok na nagbibigay ng mga credible source. Pero kung hindi nagbibigay ng credible source, lalo na sa ating mga teacher, huwag tayo kagad padadala. Let's inculcate in the minds of our students na yes, uso ang TikTok, pero dapat matuto tayong magsala ng impormasyon. Alin ang kapanipaniwala at may kredibilidad at alin ang wala. Okay ba yun? So that officially closes my portion of the topic digital engagement. Sa panghuling GCash na lang natin. Anim kasi ang binigay sa ating slot. Can you name all the steps sa verification process natin? The first one to give the complete steps ng verification process, kahit hindi in order, yun ang magwawagi ng ating, dapat isang sagutan na lang po para hindi kayo matabunan ng iba pa nating mga sumasagot. Hintayin ko po ang makakapagbigay ng ating sagot. Yung kompleto na po, sa isang sagutan na po. Kasi kung origin, tapos susunod pa lang po yung sagot ninyo, baka matabunan po, no? Isang replyan na lang, kumbaga. Okay, meron na. Meron na po, stop na po. Ay, pero kulang 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, kumpleto niya yata to. Si Milagros Fire Station, Masbate. CINSP something. Okay. Origin, source, date, location, and objective. Okay, sige. So maraming salamat po sa ating bumalik ako. Maraming salamat po sa participate, sa pagiging active, at sa pagiging open sa bagong kaalaman, or lagi ko nga sinasabi, alam na natin ito matagal na, nakalimutan lang natin. Maraming salamat po and good afternoon.
Thank you so much, Steph. Grabe, no? Nag-enjoy tayong lahat. Okay, so yung mga nanalo po, just wait for my colleagues to contact you. I-PM po nila kayo. Your prizes. So maliit na amount lang po yun, but we are just very appreciative of you for being so active in today's webinar. So maraming salamat, Steph.
Thank you again so much, Steph. So to present your certificate, may I kindly request Ms. Telma once again to present our certificate of appreciation for you.
Okay, magandang hapon po ulit. Certificate of Appreciation is hereby awarded to Stephen Ong for being the resource speaker for the achievement Unlock PAN plus Security Online. This webinar was conducted by the DICT, Cybersecurity Bureau in partnership with Facebook Digital Tayo as part of the celebration of the Safer Internet Day of 2022. Given this 8th day of February in the year of our Lord 2022, signed by our Director, Jose Carlos P. Reyes. Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you, Ma'am Carol. But
Thank you po. Thank you po.
it's not the end yet of our webinar, as we'd like to request Steph to please stay on cam. I think Sir Roger is still in the room, right? May I also request Sir Roger to turn on his camera so that we can proceed with the question and answer portion, right, Ken?
Yeah, so now is your chance to ask your questions. For those who had questions earlier, can you kindly resend it so we can check with who has any questions for our two speakers and we can respectfully be answered.
And also, we are now posting the attendance for the e-certificates. Okay, so kindly check the chat box. Kindly please the chat box, and also for those who are watching us live on Facebook, we are also posting the attendance link on the comment section, okay? So that you could also get your e-certificates. Wala pong lugi dito, no? Either you are watching via Zoom or via Facebook Live, all of you would get your e-certificates kung nakinig lang kayo at nagbantay sa ating mga very magagaling na speakers, di ba? Sining nakatulog dito? May nakatulog ba? Ha? Grabe, kung nakatulog pa kayo sa galing ng dalawang speakers natin, ewan ko na lang, ha? Ayun, lahat pala gising pa. Thank you everyone for staying with us. Thank you for staying with us, and we would like to ask for your questions na. Sabi ni Steph, anything, he would answer anything, and he does not want us ayan, salain namin ang mga questions niyo. So even the most daring questions, he's going to answer it for us. And I think same goes to Sir Roger, with Sir Roger, right? Okay, so yung mga questions nyo kanina about parental controls, Ken, and also
and those on digital engagement, if you have any questions, can you kindly send it to the chat box for us to read out for you?
Even in the Facebook, our Facebook participants, you can just comment your questions and we will be sending them to our speakers.
While waiting, okay ba akong magsalita? Okay. Yes. While waiting sa mga magtatanong siguro, okay, kay engineer o kaya sa akin. Okay. The wisdom behind me suggesting to our DICT team na sana wag mag-filter ng question dahil ang gusto natin, malaya tayo. This is a safe space, malaya tayong makapagtanong ng ating mga katanungan bumabagabag sa ating isipan without being judged na, ay baka sabihin bobo ko, ay baka sabihin ang tanga-tanga ko. Hindi po. Tatanggapin natin yung mga ganyang tanong at sasagutin namin yung engineer to the best way that we can. At gusto ko lang pong unahan na siguro yung tanong kasi may gusto lang akong bigyan ng isang malinaw na gabay siguro para sa ating mga teacher kasi kanina narinig natin si engineer nagbigay ng example na parang may na-access yata na adult, alam ko example ni engineer yun no? na may na-access na adult content ang isang bata sa school tas ipinaalam sa magulang, tama ba ako, engineer?
No, may na-access siyang adult section sa bahay na hindi appropriate dun sa edad na yun. And nagtanong yung bata. So, We answered correctly, the parents. As a parent, I answered correctly. Then I say na maintindihan ng bata. And I explained dun sa bata na that kind of yung inappropriate on dun sa edad niya, pero pero appropriate dun sa edad na adult. Okay. Yun yung, you just explain it for me. That's the way I explain to the kids. Okay. Ganun lang yun. Okay. That's all.
Ayun, to dadagdagan natin 'yan. Kung mangyari yan kung mangyari yan sa paaralan, sa community or sa bahay, kasi ako ay nagtuturo, advocate ako ng sexual health and reproductive rights. Huwag natin kagagalitan agad-agad kung yan ay mangyayari. Tapos naaalala ko pa kasi pag sa school nangyari yan, nagiging cause yan ng punishment ng bata, nasususpend, nagaganyan. Mas maganda siguro ipaliwanag natin sa kanila, i-educate natin sa kanila na itong mga bagay na to, hindi dahil hindi ito bastos. Okay? Kailangan maipaliwanag sa kanila na, kasi paano ko ba sasabihin? Iniiwasan na natin na ma-judge itong mga na lumalabas sa larawan na ito, lumalabas sa mga content site na adult content site na ito na yun ay masamang trabaho. Hindi. Ang gusto natin ipaliwanag sa kanila na still yun ay trabaho lamang at walang masama sa kanilang ginagawa. Magiging masama lamang yun kapag number 1, yun ay ginawa nila ng hindi ng hindi bukal sa kanilang loob. At kung may exploitation na nangyayari, kapalit ang pera, kapalit ang pagkain, yung mga ganyan. Kailangan ipaliwanag natin sa kanila na dapat hindi ginajudge yung mga ganitong klaseng taong lumalabas sa mga ganitong klaseng larawan or video. At maganda rin siguro na nalalaman nila na hindi nila kasalanan kung sila man ay aksidenteng nakabukas ng ganon. Dapat ipaliwanag natin sa kanila kung para saan yun. Dapat ipaliwanag natin sa kanila na sa edad nila, yun nga yung sabi ni engineer kanina, hindi pa yun para sa kanilang edad sa ganung pagkakataon. Thank you!
Okay, thank you, Steph, and thank you, Sir Roger. Wala pa akong nakikita mga questions. Wala ba kayong mga questions?
Yeah. Yeah, actually I document the questions yung mga during my talk.
Kanina, yes.
Okay, I just read na lang para at least man tayo. Good afternoon po, sir. Sir, antivirus software is needed now na mobile devices ba? Yes, better to have a mobile device as antivirus. Okay. Especially if you are doing transacting in banking or confidential files. So in case your phone is compromised or something, unwanted applications that you download or your kids download, the antivirus is able to monitor and also secure your data. Okay, kasi ang problem kasi is sometimes kasi may mga email tayong natatanggap and then may mga attachment. And that attachment, even it's a PDF, Excel, Word, or anything, we accidentally install it. Kasi sobrang liit ng mga letra, minsan nagmamadali tayo or yung anak natin, may gusto siyang application tapos dahil may kausap tayo or we are interacting with our family members, minsan install tayo ng install. And the antivirus is a way to assist us to evaluate if that application is safe or not. Okay. Yun po. And yun po yung sagot ko. And then, ma'am, okay lang po ba basahin ko ng mga na-compile kong question?
Sure, Sir Roger. I think there were several. I read like about 3 to 4 questions during the time that you were actually presenting. May nakita akong question about how do you how do you do parental controls using your routers, yung mga ganon. So I think
Okay.
sagutin niyo na, sir, lahat ng mga questions na nag-gather niyo.
Okay. How to block ba yung mga applications on the mobile or any smartphone? If you have the admin in the computer, on the laptop or computer, even me, I'm the sa mga computer may yung time administrative group. Okay. If it is an everyday account or user, yung ginagamit ko is yung power user lang, the group. And then if in case that I need to install applications, I need my administrator password. Why I'm doing it? Kasi in case yung isang account ko na everyday account na compromise, na virus or nawala or na-corrupt, I will just log into administration account and then create another account and then copy all the files, yung mga documents ko, Word, Excel, PDF, anything. Those important. And I will just delete yung na-compromise account, yung nasira ko. Same with also with my kids. They have different account. So in case that they need to install an application because they are just a power user or ordinary user, they need my account, my administration account, just to install the applications. And that's the time that I'm able to evaluate. Same with also the mobile applications, mobile devices. Meron tayo sa Android, that's more widely used dito sa Pilipinas yung sa Android, yung well-being na tinatawag ng parental control. So, you just enroll your devices on that one, and then you can able to control what are the applications can be installed. In case that they need any applications, they will be asking the mother account, the approver. Ganun po siya. Even you are using a data, may data yung anak nyo, sariling data, or may SIM, tapos may sariling data, you can also at the same time monitor that one. What is nice part of that one, you can also track their locations, especially if they are outside. Alam mo kung nasan sila, tapos alam mo kung malapit na sila sa bahay. Because you are the mother account of that devices. So even na nakalimutan niya yung PIN code niya, yung kanyang combination lock, you can able to open it. Okay? Because you are the main person. Yun yung isang nice part. Even sa Apple, meron din siyang ganun. Yung parent and then the child. No? And then, how will I able to configure it? Both on the mobile devices and router. You just check sa YouTube or sa mga web, may mga instruction how to do. Or even sa Facebook, you search it. And then, example, put the brand and the model of your router, and then how to set the firewall. It will provide you pati yung screenshot ng same model ng router. And you can do it, example, to your devices. Na-block nga. Diba? Na-block yung website. Using, and then from then, you can able to enhance and then doon mo ma-maximize anong kailangan pang gawin. No? Yun po. Salamat po. Hope I able to answer your question po.
Thank you, Sir Roger. Let me bring up a question naman raised on Facebook from Mr. JP Mendoza Cepeda. Are there any suggested antivirus software for mobile devices which are free and can protect your data/applications?
Yes po. Meron po. Si Kaspersky, meron siya yung limited account. Yung limited amount. And then yung extensive, then that's the time that you will pay. I think that's about $10 in a year. That's about 500 pesos. Remember, parang ito kasi yung ito kasi yung mindset ko. Parang yung mga nagmomotor. Ano ba mas mahal? Yung helmet o yung ulo mo? Di ba? Kasi iniisip kagad natin, mahal yung helmet. Pero pag nabagok tayo, mas mahal ang loob ng ulo natin. And that's the one that we are protecting. Ano ba yung mahal? Yung devices o yung data? Yung nasa loob ng data. Okay? Thank you po.
Ang gandang ano nun ha. I hope na picture ninyo, no? In cybersecurity, the cost of cybersecurity is always the cost of cyber attack is always greater than the cost of cybersecurity. So kaya po tayo nandito sa mga webinars like we have right now para maiwasan natin na ma-cyber attack at maiwasan natin na magkaroon ng mga bad experiences while we are online. Kasi mas mahal ang remedy, ang nangyari na sa atin, ang na-cyber attack na tayo o nabiktima na tayo ng cybercrime kaysa sa pag-iingat natin. Right? Okay, we still have a lot more questions in the Zoom room. I'll shoot 2 questions at once, Sir Roger, ha? Kay Sir Roger muna tayo kasi mga questions papunta sa kanya lahat eh. Siguro, ito yung mga nagkim-kim ng mga nagpigil kanina na mag-ask ng questions kasi sa bandang dulo ang ating Q&A. So is it possible daw ba to filter o magkaroon ng restriction on Google App Store? And then another one is it medyo related naman si Roger? The other one is by using a crack software na dinownload somewhere to get a free paid version of a software, is it possible daw ba na maging vulnerable na siya, ang PC niya, sa mga hackers? So 2 questions na related, Sir Roger.
Sige po. Dun sa freeware or yung hack or crack version. The question is, bakit mag-i-spend ng time yung tao just to crack or gagawa ng crack application just to crack a Microsoft Office? No, without any benefit dun sa gumagawa. Ulitin ko po. Kunwari ako yung hacker, gagawa ako ng isang crack para at least ma-install ko na maayos yung Microsoft Office. Okay. Now, ano yung magiging benefit? I will spend time, months, several months to do that. Once I figure out, then i-spread ko. But secretly po, is I will put a malware inside of the crack. From then, pag na-spread yun at nakita ko po na merong benefit or something that I can steal from you, okay, that's you're already vulnerable. People will try, or there's nothing more free, sinasabi natin. They will try to be able to steal with you. They will not spend time for free. Okay? That's why okay, magkano po ba yung Microsoft Office ngayon? Microsoft Office costs us how much? 5,000 in a year for 6 devices. Diba? 6 devices, including you, and then you have 1 tera of OneDrive that you can store all your files. In case you have ransomware attack, you don't have any worries kasi nandun sa OneDrive. Yan ang nako-convenient ngayon. Mas mura na ngayon, unlike before. Diba? Kaya ganun, mostly of my crack versions ng mga OS, yung Photoshop, merong mga malware sa loob yan to hack you and sniff you. Ito sila Marites. May mga Marites sa loob ng crack ng application na yon. Ngayon, kung okay lang sa inyo, go with it. Pero, check anong pwede makompromise sa'yo. If you are doing transacting on banking, at nakikita nila yung password mo, maybe in the middle of the night, mabibigla ka na lang, 0 account ka na. Diba? Ma'am, ano po ba yung sa question? Ma'am?
The other question is if there is parental control daw sa my Google App Store.
Yes, ma'am. Yun po yung well-being na tinatawag. Opo. Under kay Android po yun.
Okay, thank you, Sir Roger. I just want to react to one of the comments in the chat box. Sabi dito, not everyone knows how to utilize parental control features that are available across any devices, though it can be learned out through internet. But people at late age or people that are not really tech savvy may have a difficult time to configure or set up any of this matters, as if they can and if they can do it, it may not be standard practice. So they're requesting if we can have a practical exercise or online workshop to show the people the fundamentals of doing it, or any advanced workshop better. Actually, as my team is assigned for, cybersecurity awareness campaigns like this, I'd like to tell you that yes, these are already in the pipeline. These are things that are already in the pipeline, and magbantay lang po tayo. Lagi niyong bantayan ng aming Facebook page for opportunities like this one, mga awareness webinars natin. Because in the coming days, we'll be coming up with mga practical cybersecurity, where you can see kung paano natin gawin isa-isa this is for mga non-technical people. Kasi, syempre, di ba, hindi naman lahat talaga ng gumagamit ng internet are actually tech savvy. Hindi lahat alam kung ano yung router. Yung iba nga, siguro, nagtataka, di ba? They are in this webinar, pero hindi nila alam kung ano yung itsura ng router, yung mga ganun. And we understand that. We understand that not all people are tech savvy or knows about technology. But these are the same people that we would want to protect online. So, abangan nyo po yan. Abangan nyo, marami kaming naka-program, naka-line up na programs para sa ating lahat. And this one, Steph, are you still there? I have a question for you.
Yes.
Okay, this is from Mr. Roderick Suarez. It was sent directly to me, na DM siya. What would be the consequence of not understanding digital citizenship, especially for our oldies?
Okay, consequence, no? More than consequence, siguro ang isipin muna natin. Kasi bakit ganito yung direksyon ng sagot ko? Kasi sa tingin ko yung consequence ay toward us. So, siguro ang emphasize natin, consequence on them. Sila muna, kasi sila yung direct victim eh. So, ipakita natin, ilapit natin sa kanilang mga sikmura yung ganitong usapin. So, ang dami naman nang naipakita sa mga balita na yung mga senior citizen na natin na-scam ng pera dahil sa online. Yung mga senior citizen natin na biktima ng phishing scam. Ipakita natin sa kanila na ito nangyayari talaga to sa totoong buhay. So sa akin, para hindi natin maiwasan natin mangyari ito sa inyo, sa sariling tahanan natin, i-secure na natin ang inyong mga social media account. Huwag na tayo basta-basta mag-post ng comment sa hindi natin kakilalang post. Huwag na tayo basta-basta tumanggap ng mga Facebook invite sa mga hindi natin kilalang tao, sa email natin na sinabing, your pension is here from, di ba, ang dami kong nare-receive sa land bank. Mga government agency natin, naging issue ang land bank last time. Ngayon, ang dami kong nare-receive na mga spam mail from quote-unquote land bank, kunyari, na na-block daw ang aking land bank account. Wala naman akong land bank account, di ba? So, paano kung yung mga senior citizen natin dating government employee na merong land bank account? O di naniwala kagad sila, pinindot yung link na direct sa isang hindi mapagkakatiwalaang site. O di nakuhanan na sila ng pondo. So ipaalam muna natin sa kanila yung pwedeng mangyari sa kanila, consequence on their part kapag medyo hindi sila sumabay sa agos ng security feature sa kanilang mga social media account. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Steph. So again, I'd just like to remind everyone, we have released the attendance link. Kindly fill it out to secure your certificate and proof of attendance, because we will be removing the link when the webinar is over. So the link is up there, but we'll bump it up na lang again. For those who have not yet filled it out, please kindly do so within the time limit provided. Thank you. So, if you have no more questions, you have anything to say, Ms. Flor?
I think I think there's a last question.
There's one more question here. All right. So we'll read this new question here from Sir Capiz. Paano po ba masasecure ang connection? For example, I'm going to a computer shop, then all the units are connected sa isang router. Paano po magiging safe sa network, packet sniffing, cracking various passwords, hashes, by using methods such as dictionary attacks, brute force, cryptanalysis attacks? Commonly issues po kasi yan sa nakuwang hacker ng personal data ko like passwords and social media. So I believe this is for Engineer Roger again. So yung risk daw ng using public spaces and public connections, yung mga naglalagay pa ng password, how do they protect themselves po?
Yes po. Okay. Even me po, minsan, I'm going to, pag nasa field ako tapos wala akong dala laptop and babagal yung mobile data, I go to the internet cafe to do some transactions at the internet cafe or computer shops. How are you able to secure it? First, okay, is first I log in on my account. Okay, if there is a Google Chrome, meron ako yung incognito na ginagamit. Okay. Then I will try to access my banking, anything. After doing the incognitions, okay, is I log out and then mag-incognito ulit ako sa Google ko and then check kung nandun pa yung cache ko. Kapag nandun, I manually remove it. Delete all cache. Okay. Afterwards is I will pagdating ko ng bahay or as much as possible, I will try to change the password. Okay? To make it safe. Okay? Kasi kung may keylogger yung computer itself, okay, it's able to recognize your computer. Second, you enroll your email to a multi-factor authentications. So every time that you access it in a non-enrolled account or devices, automatic mag-pop up yun sa computer mo, sa device mo, sa mobile mo. That asking you if you recognize or do you access on this computer. That's part of the multi-factor authentication. Okay. Even in banking, you can do also that one. That every time that you access it online, there's a multi-factor authentication that you will be receiving, and then you need to return it back or to type it again on the banking. So that's a way of securing it yourself. No? Yun po yung ating recommendations. No? Salamat po.
Thank you, Engineer Roger. So just to reiterate lang, especially tayo, no, very enticing yung idea of free Wi-Fi, connectivity to the computer shops. It's an extra step, kumbaga, to clear the cache when you're done. But it's also for your own protection. As they say nga, the famous proverb everyone says, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So it's always there to protect yourself. You can either delete the cache, which is the post activity, or, and I suggest everyone do this, always enable po yung two-factor authentication ninyo. So in case po na brute force man lang yung ano nyo, there will always be a second layer to protect you na. And most of the websites now, most of the social media apps use this. It's a very easy to activate feature, and I suggest everyone does it. It should be a standard when you create any kind of account online. So thank you again, Engineer Roger, for clearing out yung questions ng mga tao, ng mga participants namin. Checking it out if you have any more questions. Wala po right now. But again, reminder lang, so the link has been resent. Kindly check with the chat. If you haven't filled up for your certificate and your attendance, kindly do so po.
Okay. Yes, thank you again, staff and Sir Roger, for making this afternoon very, it's not just meaningful, no, but very fruitful for all of us, especially for teachers and parents who are dealing with children. Also, we'd like to this year we have a lot more in store for everyone for our cybersecurity awareness program, and maybe you will see more of Steph. Sino yung mga nag-enjoy kanina sa session ni Steph, and then you'd also be seeing more of Engineer Roger in the future, lalo na dun sa mga technical na nag-wish na magkaroon ng mga technical sessions, more technical sessions, we'd be having more of them. So i-follow nyo po ang aming mga social media accounts. You can check out the DICT Cybersecurity Bureau. We would be posting there any updates from our end. We'd also be posting mga advisories and infographics on how to be safe online. So lahat ng mga cybersecurity mga infographics, we'd be posting it there. And yeah, so I think let's hear it from our speakers, their last words for everyone. Let's start with Steph.
Ayun. Ako siguro ang parting shots ko lang ay let us always be mindful of our actions and how our actions will affect our people and our community. Kung sa tingin natin yung action natin, pag ginawa sa atin ay magiging happy tayo, then you have my green light, you have my go signal. But if you think your action will badly affect your family members, your loved ones, your community members, then it's high time that we double think, triple think kung itutuloy natin itong ginagawa natin or hindi. Maraming salamat for your participation. Thank you.
Engineer Roger?
Yes po. Good afternoon po. Cybersecurity start at home. Okay. The biggest and the weakest link is human. Treat the cybersecurity as a padlock attack in our gate. Okay. Kung lahat may duplicate copy sila sa padlock ng gate niyo, how secure your house? How secure our kids? Kung kahit sino makakapasok, makakausap ng mga anak natin. We need to guard our router. We need to teach our kids. Bakit natin yun? Communications at the same time with time. Most important, set an example as a parent. Tayong mga matanda, tayo yung adults, young adults, let's say not adults, young adults, tayo nakakaintindi. Alam natin yung tama at saka mali. Pag binawal natin yung anak natin na huwag magdala ng cellphone habang kumakain o huwag gumamit ng cellphone habang kumakain, do that as an example also to yourself. Yeah. And also, kids reflect kung ano yung character natin. Kasi kung ano yung ginagawa ng mga kids natin, yun din ang ginagawa natin sa kanila. Yun din ang gagawin nila sa ibang tao. That while talking with them, may kausap sila, nakaharap sila sa cellphone. It's not a good attitude, di ba? You need to have a face-to-face with them. No? Hope that we're able to learn some of, not a technical, as I said, this router, but in the next session, it will be a router, a basic router configurations, how to secure, what are kind of filtrations you need to do on the router itself. No? Salamat po. Thank you, and God bless to all.
Thank you so much to our two speakers. We are really very honored to have you today. Nag-enjoy, hindi lang yung ating mga participants, kundi kami din, nag-enjoy kami at marami kaming natutunan. No? What a wonderful world would it be na ngayon ang mundo natin hindi lang physical, kundi virtual na rin when everybody is respectful and responsible also online. Maraming salamat. And Ken, yung mga winners natin sa mga games.
Thanks, Ms. Flor. So again, thank you everyone for participating. I'll be reading out for the 6 winners for today. I hope you're all still in our call para you can catch your names. Well, And I also hope I pronounce your names right. So our first winner po is Miss Rian Nicole Riario. Our second winner is Miss Yani Sharif Cornelio. Our third winner is Miss Lorraine Undana on Facebook. Our fourth winner is Miss Krista Baltazar. Our fifth winner is Miss Carol Jane Arbaquez. And our sixth winner is the Milagros Fire Masbate, SINSP Pusing. So thank you again for participating. And one last reminder pala po for those, again, if you have not yet filled up your attendance, we will be releasing po directly to your emails po that you provide in the link yung certificates din po. So make sure po na tama yung spelling ng name nyo, yung email provided, and it will be released on or before March 15. So wag niyo po hahanapin mamayang hapon po. Gagawin pa po namin yung mga certificates niyo po. So thank you again, Engineer Roger and Sir Steph, for the very wonderful lessons today. I learned so much actually kasi even me, kahit sabihin ng mga tao na, oh, mga batang generation, mas familiar, I still have so much to learn. And excited ako to go on this journey with everyone else. So I hope you join us for the future and upcoming pa na multifaceted na lectures that we will be pumping out throughout the year. So I hope that you all come and see us again soon.
Yeah, and to those who are asking if there would be a replay of this, you can actually check our Facebook page kasi nare-record naman yung mga live doon, no? So if you want to review our presentations for today, you can always check our Facebook page and rewatch everything. Lalo na yung mga yung mga sobrang active kanina at gusto nyong ma-relive yung experience kanina. Okay? So you can just actually check our Facebook page. And before we end, to officially end our wonderful session today, I'd like to ask our division chief for the critical infrastructure evaluation and a cybersecurity standards monitoring division. You have been seeing her kanina pa reading all the certificates for our guests today. I'm proud to present to you Dr. Thelma Villamorel.
Thank you, Flor. Thank you sa ating team at sa ating mga speakers. A happy and safe Internet Day to you all. Kami po ay tuwang-tuwa na ang dami pong natulungan or nakapag-share kami ng ating advocacy in having a safe cyberspace. We need the tools, sinabi natin, the knowledge, and the right mindset in order to achieve our goal of cyber resiliency. Let's make use of our parental controls presented by our speaker, Engineer Roger, to properly guide our children. And of course, let us not forget to be the role models in the digital world to encourage responsible digital citizenship as mentioned by our speaker, na si Steph. Your DICT Cybersecurity Bureau is with you on this. Let's continue to make cyberspace a safe space for our children and for everyone. Thank you all again and a happy and safe Internet Day to all of us. Ingat po tayong lahat at maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Ma'am Thelma. Thank you. Okay, by the way, everyone, before we end this, I'd like to introduce my team. I'd like to introduce our DICT Cybersecurity Awareness Team. We are the group that brings you all these cybersecurity webinars. So come on, team. Let's give a face to the team. So, yun, makikita niyo po kami, lalo na sa ating mga partners, the agencies, and mga teachers, schools, no? When you invite us, ito po yung team na umiikot at nagbibigay sa inyo ng mga lectures. Sir Roger as well. Sir Roger is also part of our team, and many more po, no? So thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. We are very glad to have you in our very first cybersecurity webinar for 2022, and more to go. Steph, Steph, I hope we'd see more of you soon as well in our endeavor. to make cyberspace a safe place for everyone. Maraming salamat po!
Thank you so much, everyone.
Salamat po.
Okay, photo op tayo. Wait lang. Wait, Sir Roger. Let's add you to the pin, to the spotlight. Okay. Okay. Picture tayo, everyone. 1, 2. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. We would like to thank Facebook Digital Tayo team as well for being always open to all our invitations. Maraming salamat, and hindi kayo nagsasawa, ni-invite kami at hindi kayo nagsasawa to support all our advocacies, especially our advocacies for cybersecurity. Thank you. Thank you.